Dogs and poodles, you're in the dog.
There's no other like mother, so treat her right. Mother, I always love her. My mother, so treat her right, treat her right. M is for the moan and the miserable groan from the pain that she felt when I was born. O is for the oven with its burning heat, where she stood making sure I had something to eat. T is for the time that she stayed up nights and took my temperature when I wasn't feeling right. H is for the hard-earned money she spent to keep clothes on my back and try to pay the rent. E is every wrinkle I put on her face and every worry that I caused when I stayed out late. The last letter R is that she taught me respect, and for the room up in heaven that I know she'll get. Mother, there is no other like mother, so treat her right.
Salute, Mr. International. Salute, Mr. T. And we got to thank God every minute of every day. Good morning, world. It's your boys, the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, the makeup of those stews. And this is your Two Live Stews experience, Monday morning edition. Good morning to Rail Scott, Mocha Bella, Why Not 2403. And an honorable mention to the great Fly Tie, one of Moco's best. Good morning to you too, Dougie Stew. How you feeling, sir?
Fantastic, man. How about you?
I'm stupendous, man.
Listen, I'm not trying to start nothing off.
No.
This is a technical thing. This is a technical thing. You do know that half your head is cut off, right?
Well, how about that?
There we go.
Is that better?
There we go.
You know I didn't move the screen at all, right?
You did move it a little bit.
I did not. Real quick, man. Some quick housekeeping, man. Happy belated Mother's Day to everybody. My brother went down to Moco to spend time with Mom. And the ninja wasn't even there on Mother's Day. Can you explain to me what happened, man? I called Ma after church to talk to y'all. And she informed me that you weren't there. And I said, well, what do you mean he's not there?
Well, I was there. I was
What
there.
do you mean he's not there? I talked to him. He was driving down there on Friday, Ma. What do you mean he's not there? Oh, no. He got up and left about 7 o'clock this morning. On Mother's Day? He left on Mother's Day? So you drove down there. You made up this big, you created this big dog and pony show about how you going down there to spend time with your mother and I wasn't because I'm home with my wife and children. And you leave
the top of your head's cut off again. Maybe it's just
you
because
leave
you got
before
a
church.
big ass head.
You leave. You don't even go to church with her. You don't take her to dinner on Mother's Day. What the hell you go down there for? What you go down there for?
Is this some type of deflection tactic?
No.
to make
You're
you feel better?
deflecting, Doug,
I'm
by
pissed
talking
off.
about his camera.
I'm pissed off.
Answer the question.
I'm pissed off.
No.
Why'd you go down there if you left at 7 o'clock on Sunday morning? Mother's Day is Sunday morning. Ma sleeps until church time. You didn't take her to dinner. Did you get her flowers like you were supposed to?
Is this some type?
Did you change the light bulbs in the house? If you went down there for Mother's Day, why would you leave at 7 o'clock on Mother's Day? You wasn't there for Mother's Day.
Is this some type of deflection tactic?
You didn't even go to church with her. You know how important it is for mothers, kids to go to church with them on Mother's Day? You didn't even go to church. You were back in Atlanta by the time she went to church.
No, that's not true.
It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for me to get through this show today because I'm pissed off.
Wait a minute. Is this
I'm really upset.
Is this some type of deflection tactic because you didn't go and you felt bad because of the whole debate that we had Thursday last week?
I don't feel bad anymore because you didn't go either.
No, I
You
didn't go.
wasn't there.
I was in South Carolina. What are you talking about?
No. You did not spend Mother's Day with our mother. You didn't.
Well, it was the thought that counts. I went down there. I had some obligations I had to be back in Atlanta for on Sunday afternoon. But I went down there and spent the weekend with my mother.
Snake oil salesman. That's all you are, a snake oil salesman. How much for the snake oil, man? And what size? You got pints and quarts? How you selling your snake oil, man?
How was your Mother's Day, man?
Oh, it was good and relaxing, man. Took
Not around your mother.
Watched basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Got some rest. I took 2 naps. We went to church. Had a wonderful service. Church is packed with people. It was a wonderful weekend, man. We did whatever our mom wanted to do. The mom around here, we did whatever she wanted to do. We had a really good time, man.
So another part of the whole Mother's Day weekend in Moco is Saturday morning, Mom woke up and wasn't feeling well at all. I planned to take her to a Mother's Day dinner on Saturday.
So that's why you got out of there, because she wasn't feeling well.
Okay? No.
When she needs you the most, you take off. She's sick. So what do? You hightail it back to Atlanta because she's not feeling well. Okay.
So knowing I had to go back on Sunday early, my plan was to take her to dinner on Saturday and show her how much we cared, or at least I did. Right. And so she woke up not feeling well at all. And the whole dinner thing, she actually had other plans for us to go to a dinner that the men from Centenary United Methodist Church put on for all of the mothers of the church.
Bless them.
So she couldn't even make that. She wasn't feeling well enough to make that. So I went out there and got us a couple of plates, and I brought her a plate back, and we had a great Mother's Day weekend, man.
Yeah. You can't realize Mom wasn't going to be able to make breakfast and got the hell out of town.
Well, that's not true, because she did fix me breakfast.
Right.
Salmon and grits.
Yep.
Salmon and grits. So the story is kind of warped, and I guess it's kind of deflection because of the discussion we had Friday, which, by the way, I put up a poll about the whole, and if you didn't catch the show on Friday, we had a long discussion about mothers, wives, and all of that. And I put up a poll, man, and overwhelmingly the people voted on your side on that whole discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't think that I delivered my point.
Well, no, everybody understood. You made your point. We talked about it for an entire show.
No, they couldn't have.
Your stance was just wrong. Your stance was just wrong, man. Yeah. Did you get the flowers, man? Did you get her flowers?
I did not get her flowers. I was going to get her dinner.
So before we move on with the show, man, and I'm really excited about moving on, man, because I'm in a real bad place right now. What did you do for her while you were there?
I went down there and showed her that I cared. Spent some time with her. That's what I did. That's what I did.
Of a bitch. Incredible.
That's what I did.
Okay, man.
I spent time with our mother on Mother's Day.
I'll send some flowers today. I'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it.
You ever heard the term, it's the thought that counts?
The thought of you hightailing it out of town on Mother's Day?
No, the thought of me showing my love.
Traumatizing for her.
The thought of showing my love by traveling 10 hours to spend some time with her.
This ninja pulled up for Mother's Day, but on Mother's Day, when the sun rose, he hightailing it out of town. Yeah. No flowers, no dinner, no church. Wow.
Once again, what did you do?
You should have stayed in Atlanta.
Hold on. What did you do?
You should have stayed in Atlanta.
What did you do? No flowers, no church, no whatever. But what did you do?
I didn't do anything because you were supposed to get the flowers.
You did absolutely nothing.
Take her to dinner.
You did absolutely nothing.
Yeah. And Doug, guess what, man? You did nothing too.
Yeah.
You did nothing.
Yeah. I drove 10 hours to show her how much I cared and how much I was thinking about her on Mother's Day and thanking her for birthing me.
Leave your widowed mother home by herself on Mother's Day. You don't care.
Hey, listen. If you're watching for the first time, thank you so much. Pass the word. Share the link. Hit the share button and share the link to the two live stews. We've been back for.
I mentioned that in the chat this morning. I talked to 2 people over the weekend that were P1 listeners of the stews over a decade ago that had no idea we were back. That had no idea we were on. 2 different people.
It happens all the time.
We really need y'all to pass the word and hit your social media handles up and tell people that we're back, because I talked to 2 people that had no idea that we were back.
So hit the share button. There's a little bell that'll pop up. Click on the bell, and then it's going to give you some options when to listen. Or that's subscribing. If you want to subscribe to the show where you'll get an alert every time we go live, click on the subscribe button. A bell is going to come up, and it's going to give you different options of when you get the alert that the show is live or the show is available, et cetera, okay? Tree's going to drop the link in the chat.
Somebody called that cat and said, I'm horny, Doug. Oh, I got to go. Love you, Mom. Got to go. It's amazing, man. It's amazing, man. It's amazing.
Yeah. So
absolutely amazing.
Tree's going to post a link in the chat where you can call the show. If you'd like to call the show, you can do that in the next segment, and maybe even throughout today's show as well. We got a lot of stuff to get into, a lot of big stories out there. The trending topics are: we got a black pope. That's probably the number one trending topic, right?
I would have to agree.
Yeah. Pope Leo the 14th.
His name is Leo too. They knew good and well he was black when his name was Leo. They know white Leos.
Well, his birth name isn't actually Leo. They pick a name of somebody that was kind of like the ish in the church at some point down the road or in the past. And this Leo guy evidently was pretty big, and he chose his name.
So you understand this whole Pope thing? You get all of it?
No. But
I thought you did.
Dude has Haitian grandparents. Now, when you say Haiti,
he's black. He ain't black.
When you say Haiti, most people think of black, right?
No question.
I looked it up just to verify.
Okay.
95% of Haitians identify as Afro-Haitian, which means from Africa, black. And so that's going to be what?
How many popes have they initiated as pope, and they run their ass out of there a week or two later?
That's what I was about to say. Is this one of these things where, hey, wait a minute, you lied on your application? You lied on your application.
You had no idea.
We got to recount. We got to do a recount.
Yeah. No, they can't be pleased with this. They can't be pleased with this.
So you've been to the Dominican Republic, right?
A few times.
So you do understand that the island is shared. One half of the island is Dominican, is the Dominican Republic, and the other half is Haiti.
Yeah.
Like there's an imaginary line between the state. The Haitians get treated like shit historically because they're more Haitian, black or viewed as black.
They're looked at as Negro.
And the Dominicans don't get that much hate and shots. This is a very interesting story. I'm not joking, man. I really think that they might have a recount on this ninja.
Do you know how do you know? I probably shouldn't put you on the spot like this, but do you understand how he's chosen, how he gets chosen? Do you know how the process works?
It's basically like an election type thing. It's an election type thing, and the popes vote. If they don't get a certain amount of votes, they vote again. So this process goes on and on and on and on. So basically,
until somebody gets elected.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a lot more detail than that, but that's pretty much how it is.
His grandmom and them from the 7th Ward in New Orleans.
Right. People from New Orleans.
And I love New Orleans. That's one of my favorite cities. Don't get it twisted.
Joseph and Louise. Huh?
It tends to smell a little like urine, but I love New Orleans.
Yeah, Joseph and Louise Martinez are listed as black in a census from 1900. That's his grandparents.
Pope Francis appeared on the PBS show Finding Your Roots, hosted by Henry Louis Gates Jr. The episode was aired in November of 2021.
Are you serious? Oh no, Pope Francis. Okay, Pope Francis was the Pope before this guy here, before Leo. That's the guy that just died. And, and I don't know. And we always talk about claiming somebody. It's crazy. We were watching the news, me and Ma, when I went home for this past weekend. We were watching CNN, and right before they brought up the story about him being black or having these black roots, Ma, we were talking about it. And she was like, yeah, he got a real good tan. I wouldn't be surprised if he got some black in him. And then on the screen, it popped up. When they talked about, yeah, they broke it down. So I don't know, kind of like this whole thing with the racial draft that we've been talking about over the years. I don't know if it's that big of a deal to have him in the racial draft. Being the Pope is one of the biggest titles you can have in the world.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Well, it's not bigger than the president of the free world, but or is it? The Pope is respected everywhere.
Well, I was about to say the Catholic Church has been having a lot of problems over the last decade, or problems that have surfaced over the last decade or so, last 20 years about, messing with little boys and all of that type of stuff.
They some freaks.
But that's a big story, man. That's a big story. The Pope grew up in Chicago, got roots in New Orleans, which is maybe in the running for the blackest city in America.
One of these.
Between New Orleans, Houston, and Atlanta, and Baltimore, and San Francisco. Not San Francisco, Oakland. Tree, thumbs up. Oakland black as hell.
Oakland's pretty black.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oakland's pretty black.
So very interesting, man. Very interesting.
Today's show, man, we got a whole bunch of good stuff. We've already talked about the Pope.
We got too much good stuff.
Charles Barkley has spoken. We're going to speak about that. We're concerned about a big-time coach's mental health. We're going to talk about that. We got more trending topics. The basketball has been absolutely amazing. Ollie will be joining us later today to do an entertainment report. And we got a top 5, man, that will take us back down memory lane for sure. Yeah. I'll be introducing the top 5 as your top 5 champion. Looking forward to tying this thing up this week. And you guys, Tree has already posted the link for you guys to jump in the chat or jump in the green room to have a call with the Stews if you'd like. Hopefully one or two of you guys will do that. It's going to be a great show. I'm very excited. It didn't start off the way I wanted it to because I had to chastise Doug for just a huge miss on his behalf, but that's over with now. We're moving on, and we're looking forward to the Two Live Stews experience this morning. That's what we're doing.
From Loose Neck on side, he says they about really be mad when the Pope mobile is a Cadillac. That's funny. You know the Pope has his own vehicle, right? They call it the Pope mobile.
He gonna get Obama's old beast, the old Cadillac with the triple layered windows. Anyway, y'all keep it locked, man. Up next, we'll get into old Charles Barkley, man. Old Charles Barkley. And this guy here, man, Bill Belichick. Y'all keep it locked to your
and we'll quickly get into the scores in the NBA, man. Yeah, we'll get into some NBA talk too.
That's a whole lot, man. Y'all keep it locked. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, Two Live Stews. Two Live Stews experience.
It's a lot. Definitely a lot because a lot happened this weekend.
I left mom on Mother's Day morning at 8 o'clock. What you go down there for?
Are you tired of workouts that leave you feeling drained? Do you want to push your limits without compromising your health? Introducing NPE, the ultimate pre-workout powerhouse. NPE is packed with natural plant-based ingredients that fuel your body and mind. We're talking about sustained energy, enhanced focus, and accelerated recovery. All this while giving your immune system a powerful boost. But NPE doesn't stop there. It also stimulates circulation, enhancing blood flow throughout your body. And it doesn't just improve your workout performance, it also boosts fertility and sexual drive in both men and women. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just starting your fitness journey, NPE is here to help you reach new heights. Don't settle for sluggish workouts. Unleash your inner athlete with NPE. That's natural performance energy. This is not your ordinary pre-workout supplement. Our clients will tell you NPE also stands for natural power, peak performance, every workout.
It's your boys, the Two Live Stews. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, the makeup of those stews, and we don't need music to come back or anything like that. We here. Happy to be here. Blessed to be here. For those of you that didn't spend time with us last week, happy belated Mother's Day to you. We hope it was a blessing. We hope you got to relax. Mothers, we hope you were taken care of. And we hope that your kids that came to visit you didn't leave at the crack of dawn on Sunday morning.
Yeah, especially we hope that your kids even made an attempt to see you.
Yep. Well, I actually did see her because I FaceTime, but you were gone. You wouldn't know that.
You FaceTime, huh?
You wouldn't know that because you were gone.
Yeah.
Like a thief in the night.
Hey, welcome back to the show, the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart. From Julius 35C, we got to stop claiming people as black just because of the one drop rule. If you're 1-4 black, you're not black. I think
I couldn't disagree more.
Well, I think the conversation about that whole claiming black people, and he just mentioned the one drop rule, is I think it's almost like black people take that one drop rule from back in the day and we flip it around to kind of poke fun at white folks and say, listen, he black. We know they're not black, and that dude definitely don't claim that he black, and he don't look black. He looks like Italian or something to me. He ain't really trying to claim us. I really just think it's a way to poke white people. You see what I'm saying?
Oh,
do you understand what I'm trying to make?
Catholic white folks are enraged right now.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Right.
They may not say it. They may not openly let us know that, but they are on fire because if you do have that one drop, you black.
He got a black nose.
Right.
And he tans real well, too. Look at him.
Tree, pop up for a second. Do you agree with the point I'm making that I think that we say that type of stuff knowing that the guy is not black, but the one drop rule was what this country used to say that you were black. Now we kind of flipped it, kind of like the N-word in reverse. We kind of flipped it just to poke fun at you. You know he black.
What happened? Who's pushing buttons?
George.
Oh, God. Okay.
Right over there.
Okay. See, I can't be on answering questions, but I do agree that they're poking fun, but I also think that black people get real excited and like want to invite him to the barbecue when he not checking for us.
Right.
And he was on that Louis Gates episode. He covered like a lot of influential people. And so this is no surprise. But you're right, Ryan. The Catholics, the Italians, those people in Chicago, they don't like that shit.
Mm-hmm.
They don't.
I don't think we can say that he don't claim us yet either.
No, I think that he came out. I've seen several places where he says that he doesn't identify as being black. I need to research that. I haven't found the actual article or from a reputable source saying that that's what he's come out and said, but it don't matter. At the end of the day, I think when we say that, you can look at the guy and tell that he ain't hanging around us. You see what I'm saying?
He got something in him though, because the skin is turning. Yeah.
Absolutely, he's got something in him.
And he's probably never laid in a tanning bed. That's his natural color. Yeah. He don't go out to the beach and get sun. He's not putting on suntan lotion. He's not doing that. That's his color. That's his tint.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So very interesting stuff. More trending topics. You're watching the Two Live Stews. Doug Stewart, Ron Stewart. Bill Belichick. Speaking of old white men.
Everybody in the world seems to be following this relationship. They've got an opinion about your private life. It's got nothing to do with them, but they're invested in it. How do you deal with that?
Never been too worried about what everybody else thinks. Just try to do what I feel like is best for me and what's right.
How did you guys meet?
Not talking about this.
No?
No.
What?
It's a topic neither one of them is comfortable commenting on.
Not talking about this.
So that's Bill Belichick's girlfriend, who's like 40 years younger than him. And she's also kind of like moonlighting as his publicist, I guess. Is that the proper way to put it?
Correct.
And so he's doing this interview and she interjects like, we're not talking about this. Like she's running the house.
Look at his clothes, though. Did y'all see the hole in his shirt?
Well, he always does that, Tree. Yeah, he wears ripped up sweat tops and cut off sweat tops. That's part of his thing. Sir, she's running the roost. And a story broke over the weekend where UNC was like,
you kind of call her a chicken head?
The UNC put something out this weekend saying she's not wanted around the facility no more. She can't be around the players. And then an hour later, it was retracted.
Mm-hmm.
Like Bill was like, if y'all don't let my bitch come around here, I'm not gonna be here either.
Why she gotta be a bitch, man?
Well, no, I didn't. That came out wrong.
Okay, all right.
But anyway, I'm just saying, she got kicked off campus and got brought back on like an hour later.
Right.
We don't want you around the team. We don't want you around the facility. We don't want you around the players. And an hour later, that story, that's not true.
Yeah.
Sir, if this was, let's say, Tyrone Willingham when he was at Notre Dame, he would have been fired immediately.
That's what I was about to say. Don't be shocked, and you're watching the Two Live Stews experience. Don't be shocked if we find out that they parted ways right before the season starts. Because the season starts, what? They got training camp in August.
Well, they're going through spring ball now. Or they're getting close to being done with spring ball now.
Right. Yeah, don't be surprised if any day you turn on your interweb and the headline is Belichick and the North Carolina Tar Heels part ways.
Arlywood made a comment. She'll be doing the entertainment report a little bit later. It said, she is the same age as the players.
Wow.
And she's a tad older. I think she's 25, 26, but she's a tad older. And everybody's, it's like it's cool.
Right.
It's okay.
Right.
Shannon done lost a job. Well, that's also a whole sexual assault case.
Right. That's what I was about to say. The difference between
he's being accused of something else, but he was bombarded and just ridiculed about the age discrepancy between him and said alleged accuser.
I don't think nobody believes. Well, based on the recording we heard from that chick, Shannon's old lady, I don't think anybody believes he sexually assaulted her.
Oh, no.
Is that right?
Well, but that's the case.
That's
what she's presenting.
But my point in saying that is I don't think most people think that he raped her or sexually assaulted her or anything. It's a money grab. So now what you have left is the age disparity. So you're right. If you look at the age disparity conversation with Shannon and this chick, and then you look at Belichick and his chick, like no one is talking about it at all. Like no one is getting on Belichick for him messing with this young girl like they have in Shannon and him messing with this young girl. You see what I'm saying? For him messing with this young girl like they have in Shannon. You got to delay. You got to delay with this young girl. You see what I'm saying? For him messing with this young girl like. Ollie, you got to delay. What happened with that?
I have a question for you, sir.
Uh-huh.
What age is presentable? What's the youngest he should be dating a chick?
Who, Belichick?
Yes.
So if he's 65.
Okay. Well, you know what? Not. I'm sorry, man. And I don't want to put you out there. So if you don't want to answer it, you just flip it back around and take it back to Belichick. But you 55, 56, you're divorced. What's the youngest chick you would date openly?
You've talked about that a lot in the last couple of days. Is that on your heart, man?
Man, answer the question.
I mean, but I feel some type of way. You keep throwing that out there.
Hey, man, am I lying about something?
Yeah.
It's fine, man. It's fine.
So
it's your reality. I talk about being married all the time. You don't say nothing about that.
Right. So
it's
50.
Okay.
So 55. I'm 55. I don't know. 40. And it changes as you get older.
Okay,
when you're younger, it's different than when you get older.
So if it's 40 for you at 55, then what should it be for a 70-year-old?
45, 50, 50. 50 at the least. 50 at the least.
Man, we got to figure out a way to I mean, if you split every human, oh my Lord, this gives me the creeps. This picture gives me the creeps, sir. This really bothers me.
Yeah, that's very disturbing.
Was already coaching in the National Football League when this chick was getting wrapped, or what's that called? Swaddled?
Swaddling clothing.
This chick has a swaddle on.
I don't think it's okay, yeah. Yeah, that's very disturbing when you look at it in these terms. And they've done the same thing to Shannon as well. I've seen the same type of pictures of Shannon as well. Yeah, well, both of them.
But with Shannon is total vitriol. I mean, cats are mad.
Right.
Well, he should get locked up.
Yeah.
But Bill Belichick can have his girlfriend running around on campus handling marketing and PR things for him on his behalf and for the team.
Mm-hmm.
Dressed in Carolina blue.
Yeah. It's definitely a different in the way it's being reported, how the story is being reported. And then probably a lot of our history has something to do with it as well, how we view it, because of, historically, you're a black man messing with a white woman, and any accusations like that, you could be hanging from a tree. So there's probably a little remnants of that still in the conversation as well, and subconsciously in people in this country, man. Bill Parcells or not Parcells. Why do I want to say Parcells? Belichick.
And for the record, whoever put her in that swaddle, it did it too tight. That baby can't breathe. That baby can't breathe.
Belichick and this little, this young white girl is much different than big, football player, muscle bound, black as hell, Shannon Sharp, and this white 19-year-old girl. It's a big, big difference in how it's viewed.
The double standards, before we move on to the next trending topic, the double standards have to just, it's got to stop. We got to do something about it, man. What's good for y'all got to be good for us. What's bad for us got to be bad for y'all. It's got to be.
It's not going to. It's certain things in this country, man, that are never going to go away because it's too deeply entrenched. I tell me and Mom have discussion all the time. I was like, man, we ain't never going to get a fair shake here, man. Never.
Probably not.
We never going to get a fair shake here.
Well, as the numbers of minorities continue to climb, which is why these folk are so upset with everybody. They're trying to keep their dominance by being the majority, by snuffing us out. As the numbers continue to climb, maybe we will get to a point where, things can get closer to equal because we'll have more juice and more power, more strength. But no, I agree, man. I agree.
Tree, throw up that last trending topic. You're watching the Two Live Stews Experience. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart. Played a video, as a matter of fact. Charles
I'm a
Barkley.
college professor on mentorship and business administration. Love you.
I don't doubt it. Alabama State?
Alabama State. Shout out to Gamma Sig.
I don't think you have to do the tongue thing.
No, he's a Q.
Yeah, I know.
You wouldn't know nothing about that.
No, I don't want to.
I'm not going to say.
I don't want to be in no fraternity.
I'm not going.
I'm not. Damn loser dudes getting together all the time.
Oh my gosh, no, they do much more. They do great work in the community. They
don't do anything everywhere. Knock it off.
They do.
No, they don't.
I do. I'm not a member, but I did.
That good you joined?
No, I didn't have time, brother.
No,
I didn't have time in college.
Yeah, only losers join fraternities.
No, you're
You
wrong.
know who else is in that fraternity?
I don't care who else it is.
The greatest player to ever play the game. Yeah, you know the name.
Who is that?
Michael Jordan.
Thank you.
Hey, Michael ain't wasting his time with no fraternity.
My ears, what are you talking about? He's a Q.
Yeah, he might be, but he ain't doing nothing with the bums.
Now they bums. Yeah. Oh my God.
Stop it, man.
Just because you could.
So,
go ahead, sir, please. No, I insist, sir. Please go ahead. You're 90. Go ahead, sir.
I think
it's hard to find a start point. I know it's hard to find a start point.
You know who Barkley kind of reminds me of, and I just thought about it just now. He reminds me of Kanye, of the sports Kanye. Like they say so much dumb shit that people kind of look at it so deeply that they think that this must be something smart and intelligent, and so they give them a lot of credit, which really they should get no credit. It's almost like, why would you even? I don't even know how to respond to something like that. Like he is so ignorant, and that shows it right there in a nutshell. He might be the most ignorant nigga walking the face of this earth.
So real quick,
he just doesn't know. He's ignorant.
Right. He has no idea about college, fraternities, campus life, uplift, mentorship, service to your community, the betterment of the people. He has no idea. He's not a student that probably was required to go to class. Charles Barkley probably only went to campus to just play basketball. He probably never attended a freaking class at Auburn University. He wouldn't know what a frat does. He wouldn't know about the purpose of a frat. He wouldn't know about the brothers that he has no idea.
Yeah, I hate to even put this much energy into it, man, because we putting this much energy into it, give it credence. I almost didn't want to talk about this at all, but I mean, we had to call him a dumbass.
There's too many other folks that are ignorant or don't know any better that hear Barkley and think his word is law. So we have to talk about it and let people know that it's not law, that he is ass backwards. He couldn't be more wrong.
Charles Barkley.
I've been blessed to do a lot, man. God has been amazing to me and the family.
And you're watching the Two Live Stews Experience.
The frat is one of my crown jewels.
Charles
one of
Barkley.
the things I'm most proud of. And not just because of me and my process or being a member of Delta Kappa chapter, but the works that we do, the uplift of the community, how we care about kids. I've got pictures where I got a picture from every Wednesday during the school year for the last 20 years. I'm in a class talking to kids. I'm in a class mentoring young Black boys. People send calls and emails asking me, can you come to our school? Please. These boys ain't got no fathers. Can you? And for Barkley to be on that platform, as huge as it is, and to be loved the way that he's loved, for him to say that, man, I couldn't be more disappointed. And then his cohort, his buddy, just gave the frat props. And you find time as a Black man to drag him down and ish on him? I used to love Charles, man. That was just, I mean, that was very ignorant, and it was wrong. He shouldn't have done that, man.
The aim of all the fraternities and the sororities are really to uplift the community.
Uplift. Betterment.
I mean, really, in a nutshell, without going into detail, just, I mean, all the fraternities and sororities, they're
all
edict.
community. They're all community activist. It's community activism.
Right.
It's philanthropy.
Every
fraternity.
Charles Barkley is a no grade having, Republican loving, white woman loving, dumbass. And I've been saying this forever.
You have.
I've been saying this forever, and everybody's kind of, they don't want to, say it because he gives some token money to HBCUs every once in a while just to get us off his back. But he's a dumbass. For you to say something out like that means that you're ignorant. You're ignorant as fuck, period. I really don't want to give that much credit to him, man, and that much conversation to him. Very disappointing. That's what he did. Like, he can't know who are in these fraternities and sororities.
He never went to a class. He didn't even know Jordan was the bros.
Right.
The best player, questionably the best player in the game, that's a friend of his. They golf together, they gamble together.
What do you mean questionably?
Well, it depends on who you talk to. He's my greatest. Yeah, it depends on who you talk to. Jordan's my greatest. But some people don't think. Some people say Wilt. Some people say LeBron. Some people say Russell. So yeah, I mean, questionably.
Right. Hey, in the world of NBA, man, the Pacers trash Cleveland 129-109. Turner and Siakam had 20-plus points, 20 and 21 points respectively. Obi Toppin comes off the bench and gets you 20 points as well.
And 5 boards.
The series is up.
Hey man,
now the Pacers up 3-1 in the series.
This game they win with Halliburton only having 11, 5, and 5. Halliburton was not the man.
Right.
But just about everybody in the roster had double digits.
Hey, remember my prediction that OKC and Cleveland won't make it to the finals. The NBA can't allow that to happen. Now, OKC is up right now in their series, but yeah.
It's not without a struggle.
Not without a struggle. Celtics beat the Knicks in Game 3. They're up 2-1 in that series. Ant-Man goes off, has 36 points. We need to talk a little bit more about Ant-Man a little bit later. We got the top 5 coming up a little bit later. We got Ollie's report coming up here. Last 48. We got a lot of stuff we're going to get into, man, on the show today.
And we'll spend some time with Ollie in the next segment. So whatever y'all do, y'all please keep it locked. Shame on Chuck, man. And Kenny tried to save him. Barkley tried to save him.
Shouts out to Gamma Sig. He just mentioned Gamma Sig. That's Alabama State. Shouts out to Mark Stevens, who is the bruh, Spring 90. He's Shaq's agent or manager. And so if you ever see Shaq always talking about Alabama State, it's that connection right there.
That little sweater he had on was dope.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ollie, what's up next, y'all? Entertainment Report. Y'all keep it locked to your boys, the Two Live Stews. Charles Barkley talking about it. They don't do that, and they want to dumb it.
Shaq should have beat his ass in that little skirmish they had that time in the game.
He ain't never been to a class, but he's talking about bros that are, you have to have a certain GPA to get in there. That's why he wouldn't know. Have you ever been stranded on the side of the road, Ollie?
Yes.
It's not comfortable, is it?
No.
Dogs and Poodles, if you find yourself in a jam on the side of the highway, give my folks at Bay 11 Towing a call, 404-770-6949. Again, that's 404-770-6949. Being stranded on the side of the road in Metro Atlanta is very stressful and dangerous. Bay 11 Towing is who you need to call, whether you're dealing with a flat tire, dead battery, full-on breakdown, or whatever that may have you on the side of the road. Call our folks at Bay 11 Towing, and they will get to you with a competitive rate and quicker than everybody else in town. Again, that's Bay 11 Towing. That number is 404-770-6949. You're in the dog pound. Dogs and Poodles, it's the Two Live Stews, and we're back. Our debate that started us on radio was the effectiveness of the option, idiot.
You call your brother idiot? I never call you an idiot.
Dummy. What you did is called hijack the show. I'm done. Doug Stewart and Ryan Stewart streaming live Monday and Thursday at 7 a.m.
That's the number 2 Live Stews, YouTube.com. 2 Live Stews, YouTube.com.
It's your boys. We're back. Two Live Stews. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart to make up of those stews. And now it's time for Arlie Wood. She's in the building.
What up, Arlie?
What's up?
Happy belated Mother's Day, Arlie. How was your Mother's Day?
Thank you. Amazing. My son flew in town to come see me, and then he flew out at an appropriate time after he celebrated me at church and dinner. Then he flew back out. Thanks to the good bros, which one of them is my son. I love him so much.
So, Arlie, he spent the day with you. He spent Mother's Day with you. He came home to spend Mother's Day with you. Okay. That's awesome, Arlie. That's a good kid, Arlie. That's a good kid.
Also knows that I have spent the last 5.5 months with him. So he always, I should have known he was coming because he always tries to come in town and surprise me. He was with his little arm brace because y'all know he had surgery. April 1st, he had his little arm brace and, all his little stuff. He was immobile. Bless him a little hard. He done gained him a lot of weight because he can't move the last 6 months. But it's okay. Nobody picking with him, but that's all right.
Your son is the bros?
Yes.
What do you play, Jay?
We talked
about Alcorn State. I had a chapter. Spring 22. Rule be out dog.
I don't
the
remember
Six,
talking
the
about
Rock, Q Nectar. What y'all want?
Okay. I didn't know that.
You did, because I told you his daddy. You remember me telling you a story how the people, his daddy was so crunk, and he said, you don't remember, so I'll tell you again. He was like, oh my God, this is the greatest day of my whole life. And I was like, he was born. You do remember? Oh, yeah. After that, this is the best day ever.
So y'all went down to the coming out show and everything?
Absolutely.
Okay.
My little baby with his no rhythmic self. Oh my God.
We Trey and I have that in common. We're both the rock of our line.
Yes.
But Doug, you're line president, aren't you?
No.
You're line president? No? Who's line president?
James Smith. Jihad Aziz.
Shouts out to Jihad. Okay, that's a good line president.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
thorough,
absolutely.
bro. Yeah.
Absolutely. Patterson, New Jersey.
Back to you, Ollie. I'm glad you had a good Mother's Day.
My baby is.
We talked about it 1,000 times, Ollie. We talked about it 1,000 times.
We have not talked about it 1,000 times.
Yes,
we may have talked about it once or twice, but as I always say, I have taken a couple hits to the head in my day.
I mean, but yes, I had a great Mother's Day for that reason on. Then I got caught in the rain, which is why my hair's in a bun. It was so cute, and I had my fascinator on. I was so cute yesterday for Mother's Day.
Yeah. Well, you wasn't cuter than your mama. Your mama was cute too in that red jacket. Was that a jacket or a shirt?
A jacket.
Yeah. Your mama was cute too. Tell Miss Margaret that she was beautiful on yesterday.
I will tell her. Yeah. So we spent Mother's Day and we hung out, all of us, and my brother was over there. He told me, family. He told me little brothers suck, Doug. That's why I agree. That's why we get along sometimes, because little brothers are something different. That's all I'm gonna say.
You have no idea.
Whew, man, Jesus help me. Didn't want to complain about stuff. When did you do whatever you didn't do the thing that you want to talk about? I did. So what? Anyway, so shout out to all the moms out there and shout out to everybody out there. I pray for this is our first Mother's Day without my grandmother. So I just pray for it. Reminds me so much about all the people who don't have their mothers with them. I'm praying that you still had, you had warm memories and, still found ways to celebrate on yesterday.
All right. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Well said, Arlie.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and jump into the report. What you got for us today?
Yes,
Arlie?
so before I wanted to jump in, but I was trying to submit an audition. I couldn't talk to y'all during this whole Pope thing. Is the Pope one of us? Ping ping. So listen, the Pope, his brother is in a lot of hot water because he called Nancy Pelosi dumb CUNT, which makes him by default one of these people because we don't use that word.
That's true.
We don't
That's
use
true.
that word.
That's true.
That's true.
Right.
So while you go back in the 1800s and your great was something, by the time you keep dropping it off, and y'all know how Louisiana is, in all honesty, it's probably so many of those people walking around that say they're this, they pass on blanc, as they say in New Orleans, but they really this. But they going for this. He's probably one of them. It's okay. He don't have to claim us. We're fine. We're not Catholic. We're good anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Right. We made it this far. We'll be okay.
Yeah, we'll be
Come
okay.
this far by faith, leaning on the Lord. We were laughing. One of my friends said the other day, she told somebody, "Oh Lord, I pray to Jesus." She said, "Oh, I forgot they Jewish. Who do they when they say bless Jesus? What do you say? Like, do you what they say?
I don't know, Arlie.
We don't know. So we were like, sorry,
Right.
I don't know.
My
We know
bad. My
Jesus.
bad.
My bad. So yes,
I got one of Mason's. We know a family here in Columbus that are atheists, and we're cool with them. The parents are atheists, and the kids get to do whatever they want. They, so they can be believers or not. And they came over for one of our Sunday dinners, which before Sunday dinner, when we'll have 20 people here, we'll all circle up, hold hands, and pray. So the day they came to one of the Sunday dinners, I told my wife before the prayer, I'm like, hey, so what do I do when it's time for us to circle up and pray? Do I tell them to go outside or do I ask them what they want to do? She's like, no, just watch and see what happens. I'm like, okay, this is uncomfortable. But when we huddled up, they huddled up too, and they held hands too. So afterwards, I'm sorry for taking all your time, Ollie. Afterwards, I go to the husband of the group and I said, hey, man, I know y'all's situation and I want to apologize, I guess. And he goes, no, man, you don't have to apologize. It's okay. We're in your home. You should do things the way you do it in your home. It's okay.
And but don't be denying the Lord for other people's benefit. That is your God. You over here, we gonna talk about him over here.
I did not deny the Lord. We did our prayer, but I didn't want them to feel uncomfortable. So I did go to speak to him like, hey, man, it's how we get down over here. I didn't mean to force y'all to do that. He's like, no, you didn't force us to do anything.
Do they care to make you comfortable when they don't want to talk about the God that you serve? I just want to know.
Well, we've been to their house for dinner too, and me and my family still hold hands and pray over the meal.
There you go. So we are who we are. Anyway, so we know the Pope he probably belongs to us, particularly coming from New Orleans. We know he gonna say he is, but he is right here. And y'all mentioned that you don't think he don't support. He lived his whole time. He has dual citizenship, one of which is in Peru, and they are colored too. So. And you ask about naming and how the stuff goes. They get to select a name based on who they think they're going to be as a part of their papacy. I think that's how that's pronounced. And he picked Pope Leo the 13th because he said in honor of Leo the 13th for his commitment to social issues and workers' rights. That's us. And Leo suggested during his first meeting with the cardinals that he would follow the late Pope Francis's lead on his commitment to social justice. That's us, because they ain't social justice and nothing over there. They got all the stuff they want. So anyway, we'll take him. He can come to the barbecue. First up, y'all, guess who's getting we got birthdays. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Over there. Sing, Doug.
Happy birthday. You caught me off guard. Okay. Happy birthday.
When I got caught off guard last week, it was the same thing for me. It happens. It's okay.
It happens. And then the sinuses are not, y'all, mine. It's like wads of mucus just everywhere. It's disgusting. Anyway, shout out to actress Kim Fields, who is 56 today. Get it, Lil Tootie, 56. God, Jesus Christ.
You talking about a crush?
You like Lil Tootie back in the day?
What?
She was on her skates. She wanted to skate to your house.
He's always been a breast man, and she had a whole lot of that.
Oh,
I'm trying to think. Did I had a bigger crush on her or Charlene from Different Strokes? aka Janet Jackson.
Yes. I like
Charlene was
Janet
fired
Taylor.
now.
She was fired when she was in on Fame too. Anyway, actor Ving Rhames is 66 today. Did y'all know what his real name is?
No.
It's Irving. I kept saying his name can't be Ving. It can't be Ving. There's no black man named Vings.
Well, Irving. Right. Irving.
Yeah, I like how they did that. I like that little shit. Shout out to him. Actress Vanessa Estelle Williams. She's starting to use the Estelle, which there's a whole big legal thing that happened with she and Vanessa L. Williams. You know, Vanessa, right touch, baby. Former Miss America is Vanessa L. And then this Vanessa is the one that was on the name of the movie just went away from me. Soul Food. You know, she was a sister and they had a big legal battle. So she's turning 62 today. Gosh, she seems much younger. And former NFL wide receiver and current sports commentator, Steve Smith, 46 today. Happy birthday to the people.
Steve Smith going through some stuff right now.
He was in
talking about the wide receiver Steve Smith, right? Yeah.
Yes, that's right. That's right. He was in some hot water.
Somebody suing him for messing with their wife. And in that particular state, they're getting sued, and you can do that.
Yep, for alienation of affection.
That's what they call it, alienation of affection.
You kept me from getting mine.
Wow,
damn. So he got a case,
what if you getting both? I think North Carolina is the state that allows. What is the closest state to us that allows that?
Yeah, that makes sense. He played for the Panthers, right? Okay.
So yeah.
So the guy has a case. This is a real thing that he's got.
It's a real case. It's definitely a real case. Right. Yeah, you can look it up.
I'm not sure if they're based on what evidence they have and all that stuff. But he did post at one point that, you know, the whole message that he had sent to his wife, and because he's married, and then the man that's his wife, so he's the one that's telling it. But they weren't good. Now, when it first came out, they weren't getting a divorce, but I guess maybe I haven't looked into the story since it first hit. I need to go back and see what they're doing, because sometimes that stuff takes a while. I know in certain states they make you wait a certain amount of time before you can officially get divorced, and you got to do this whole thing. And I'm not sure North Carolina's rules. I think South Carolina makes you wait a while longer. Like Georgia is like 60 days, but some places like 6 months.
You can shake them down if you want right now.
Yeah, but some places 6 months. Like, well, I ain't gonna like you no more in 6 months than I did yesterday. But that's neither here nor there. Anyway, guess who's getting a new reality show?
Who's getting a new reality show?
Ashanti, Nelly, and Baby Haynes.
Yep.
The baby's name is really not Baby Haynes. The baby has a different name. His name is Kareem, but his last name is Haynes because that's Nelly's last name, which I didn't know until today. It's going to be called Nelly and Ashanti, We Belong Together, which is really not her song. That's Mariah Carey. But anyway, moving on. Follows the electrifying journey of this beloved couple as they reignite their love, navigate the ups and downs of newlywed life. I forgot they got actually married. And the challenges of parenthood while juggling their thriving careers. Not about them careers thing, the thriving part. But anyway, they're going to have a show. And do y'all know how many kids?
You don't think they still get booked, Arlie?
Oh, I'm sure they do still get booked. Yeah, okay. I'm sure. Okay. But they say thriving. That indicate, well, that's another. It's word choices.
You think if Nelly comes and performs in Atlanta, it would be a sold out? You think it would sell out?
Air Force Ones? I don't think he's going to sell out State Farm Arena.
No, but he'll probably do really well.
Roxy over there on 14th Street, the smaller stages, yes.
He's right.
No question.
Okay.
That's how they get their money. But Nelly has already, this made him have a 5th child. Didn't know the research on his children, but his oldest is 31 and he has a non-even 1-year-old.
Nelly got a 31-year-old?
Yes, with his first relationship, he has a 31-year-old, and then he adopted, in really beautiful story, sad but beautiful on his part. His sister passed away from leukemia in 2005, and he took in her 2 children. They were like 8 and maybe 8 and 5 at the time, and so they're grown now, 28 and like 20 something. So his kids technically are 31, like 31, 27, 25 in 6 months. They're not even 1. The baby don't turn 1 till July.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Baby's like 9 months. What does that make?
That pistol keeps shooting. Y'all remember that? That pistol keeps shooting.
We know that. However, should we make it not just shoot blanks at that point? I'm just asking. What you think, Doug? Could you have a baby right now, Doug, if you got with a younger girl? Because since you want to, maybe she could be 40 and she could still have babies, and what you gonna do?
I think so.
You'd have a baby?
No, would I? I thought you said, could I have a baby?
I know you can. I don't really. I know your body parts. I don't know that. Hey, wait. I don't know that, y'all. Wait a minute. I don't want y'all to think I know that. Right. Know that.
No, I had the shop. The shop is closed.
The shop is shut down. Yeah, you can't make them no more. Take the bullets out of it.
I had to snip.
In the bullets.
Somebody said they pregnant by me. They a goddamn liar.
But y'all do know that. Don't you sign some documentation?
It's immaculate conception.
Right. The Jesus Doug.
Right.
But no, not Jesus Doug. You'd be Joseph.
Right.
You should be Mary. You'd be Mary at this point. But I'm just asking, like, you do know y'all sign. This is what I wanted to say. Y'all know you sign some paperwork and it doesn't always go. It's like just like when women have theirs.
It's initially, eventually, it's going to be 100% sure. But
how long does that take?
No, it's It's like 99.9% effective. Like they tie the knots. It can't. The sperm. It can't even get through. It can't even get there because they cut it off. They tie the tubes in the. I don't know exactly what you call it.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of the most uncomfortable situations I've ever had in my life. Everybody says they didn't feel it, but I was clutching and grabbing and like, hey, whoa, hey, numbing again. It was bad for me. It was terrible.
Well,
I'll never forget it.
It was literally 10 minutes in and out.
God, not mine.
It seems so undramatic. It's 10 minutes and it's over.
Well,
you go your whole life with this, ability.
Well,
I still feel pain when I think about mine.
I'm gonna say this: y'all had two totally different experiences, so one of y'all can still shoot. Is not shooting blanks. Just FYI, you might need to go get that checked out. I'm not sure which one, but one of y'all is gonna have an unsuspected little woo woo coming, talking about you got grown children. And
somebody gave my wife a baby to hold at the soccer game this past weekend. And they were saying, "Ooh, Ryan, you better get that baby out of her JP hands." No, if she come home with a baby, she got a whole nother situation.
I think it's yours. I think he's the one then, Doug. It's not yours. Yours worked. His did. That's why he had all that pain. They didn't cut the right stuff.
Right.
To that note that they're having a new show, Tiffany Haddish is also getting like a limited series reality show where she's going to be on a vacation with her friends for like 6 weeks. So that's going to be interesting to see.
I like her and I support her, but I don't really find her that funny.
Right. It's interesting. Yeah. And Diddy, y'all know the trial is starting this week. What to expect? It's the second week of Diddy's sex trafficking trial, and there's some big milestones on the schedule today. Seating the jury, we have 43 jurors, and we're trying to get them down to 18 so that we can have 12 and 6 alternates. So that is on the schedule for today. Opening arguments hopefully will be coming up this week, so y'all stay tuned.
Where you get that picture from? He looked like an extra in Blade. That picture.
They just had
I saw a picture over the weekend that you thought was sinister. You thought it was more official of the real Diddy, current Diddy, unlike the one we had last week.
Right.
That's an old one there, because
this one looks kind of sinister.
That's that Beijing right there.
They try to, got to make him look sinister. So
yeah.
And
outstanding job, Ollie. Thank you very much.
See y'all in the chat.
Thanks, Ollie.
All right, 5,000. Appreciate you, Ollie. Yeah, man, old Diddy boy, I just better him than me, and you, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. Hate to say that.
No, not me. Up next in the Doghouse with the boys, the Two Live Stews. We got a great top 5. It's a real good one, and we'll get into it with your.
We got to talk about Derek Carr shutting it down too, man. I want to kind of like reflect on Derek Carr and his career.
He made a whole bunch of money, kind of uneventful, but we'll talk about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, whatever you do, y'all keep it locked. It's your boys, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, the Two Live Stews, and your Two Live Stews experience. Top 5 up next. Diddy is in an 8x11 cell. Got 2 houses that's over $50 million. 2 of them, and he's in an 8x11 cell.
He's going to have great lawyers, though. You better believe that.
Passports, passion, and plot twists. The Tea with Tree presents Wanderlust, a limited travel series hosted by me, Tree Taylor, with author and luxury travel goddess, Cher Teray. This travel series is dripping with tips and twists, flirts, and fictional love that'll leave you feeling beautifully aroused and ready to take flights. The Tea with Tree and Wanderlust. 6 episodes every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Brought to you by the Booked Club, where frequent flyers and mile highers come together. On the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network.
When he's not complaining, he's trying to sell you stuff. Have you noticed that? Who does that? You're running for president and you're hawking merchandise. Gold sneakers, $100,000 watch. It's supposed to be Swiss watch, he says. The best watch. Why are you selling the watch? What are you doing? My favorite is the Trump Bible. True story. True story. I mean, it's embossed with his name right on it. Donald Trump edition, right next to Matthew and Luke. Donald. And I'll give you one guess where those Bibles are made. He's Mr. Tough Guy on China, except when it comes to making a few bucks. You cannot make this stuff up. You really can't. If some of this stuff happened on Saturday Night Live, you'd be like...
It's your boys, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, the Two Live Stews, and this is your Two Live Stews experience. That was our former president, President Barack Obama, talking about the shystiness and the shadiness of the current president or the person that is in the Oval Office.
I saw,
Sir,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I think we're going to say the same thing. You go ahead first. You're 90. I'm 90.
Well, it's just unbelievable that a former president would come out and have basically a comedy routine about the guy in office now. Basically, what you just saw was a comedy routine.
And he killed it.
He killed it.
Sir, I was reading this clip of the way the current guy that's in the Oval Office has manipulated the stock market to make, in less than 100 days since he's been in office, he's profited $2 or $3 billion.
Right. Also with his version of Bitcoin as well. I forgot what they call it.
Well, it's the Trump coin.
The Trump coin, right?
Yeah, the Trump coin. Yeah. He's profited in less than 100 days. He's profited like $3 billion to his family's fortune.
Right.
And they're manipulating the stock market. There's insider trading. They're doing all kind of stuff.
Yeah. My question
is,
I'm
watching my number. I've never watched my number this much my entire life. My number is going up and down, 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 up, down, down. And I'm not profiting at all. As a matter of fact, I'm being robbed while this guy manipulates the system and has made a few $1 billion in less than 3 months.
Yeah. So there's something called, when you talk about stock market manipulation, that's my arena. There's something called calls and puts. Okay, what a call is you're wagering to make a long story short, you're making a quasi bet that the market is going to go up, and if the market goes up, the difference in between is profit for you. But you can also wager that the market's going to go down. That's called a put.
Right.
You call up, you put down. People in the financial services industry understand what I'm saying. So he literally can do something in the market where the market's going to go down. He can call his boys like, all right, I'm about to make this announcement. I'm about to have a press conference, and I'm going to say this. You probably want to buy some puts because the market's going to go down. Now, historically in the United States or in the country, the market goes up. Like over a 30-year period, there's always going to be growth in the market. But
and
you can make some licks
on it to go down.
You can make some licks in the market with market manipulation. He's a crook. And what you just talked about just now, I saw that story that they had this weekend on the news. My question is, why doesn't somebody do something about it?
It's unbelievable, man.
It's like all of the stuff that he says and he does, it's like the Democrats are just tired. Like they don't know what to do. They know it's wrong. They know it's illegal. They know he's a crook. They know he's a shyster, but they're just tired.
It's like he gets in office And when he gets out of office, he sits out a term. And while he's sitting out, everybody's like, hey, we can get you back in. And when we get you back in, maybe you should think about doing this, this, and this. So it's like, he's not presidential. Like President Barack Obama just said, he's selling sneakers, shoes, coins, watches. No president has ever done this stuff.
We talked about this.
Because they typically haven't been crooks.
Right.
And thieves.
He's a freaking crook. Do you know that this ninja ran 4 casinos into bankruptcy?
Well, he's the president.
How can you lose money with a casino?
Right. Because you're stealing. Yeah, you're unethical.
Right. No, but for the casinos, it's bad management. But how could you lose money? I don't care what kind of bad management you got. How can you lose money with a casino? The house has a 1 or 2% advantage in every game in there. Eventually, they're going to take your money. That's how it works. How can you bankrupt 4 casinos?
It's literally set up to work that way.
And then these people talk about your business prowess. Oh, he's a great negotiator. He's a great businessman. He's filed bankruptcy 7 times.
He's a crook, man. He's a crook. And we're getting had.
Hey,
he's back in office to... Go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
No, my pressure going up. I feel it going up right now.
Is it top 5 time, Tree?
It's time for top 5, man.
And then you shut your mouth then. You shut your mouth. In honor of Mother's Day, today's top 5. Oh, before we do today's top 5, Tree, can you go over the last? I think we do the last ones first, right? No.
I also don't see just helping you out here because I'm not your producer for top 5.
Oh, don't worry about mine. Oh, don't worry about mine. Oh, no, you don't need to worry about mine. I'm gonna tell you one more time, Tree. Don't ever worry about my list again. Don't worry about my top 5, okay? Now, Doug's going to go first. And I thought we were going to go over last week's, but we don't have to do that. Today's top 5 is great. Okay, here it is. We did the top 5 all-white team, the Great Whites, and I crushed it. Today's top 5. Top 5 things mothers say to their children. It's in honor of Mother's Day being on yesterday. And Doug, I'm going to allow you to go first.
Top 5 things mothers say to their kids. Coming in at number 5, do you have McDonald's money? I don't care when it was, how many times it happened in a car ride. If we passed McDonald's, we were screaming out, can we get some McDonald's? Can we get some McDonald's? And our mother's response always was, do you have McDonald's money? She know we didn't have McDonald's money. We were 8 and 10 years old.
Right.
Coming in at number 4. Stop all that crying before I give you something to cry about. I think most black kids can associate to that statement. After you get whooped, bring it back up, Tree. After you get whooped, our mother felt like that you didn't get whooped enough to be crying like that. So in return, if you keep crying, I'm going to beat your ass some more. That's in effect what number 4 is saying. Coming in at number 3, because I said so. Why can't I go to so-and-so house? Because I said so. Said literally 2 or 3 times every day in our house growing up back in the 70s. Coming in at number 2. I wish you would. And she was being facetious because she really didn't want you to. She was daring you to do it. I wish you would.
I wish a ninja would.
And coming in at number 1. Fix your face. This kind of goes back to the whole whooping thing. Our mother would whoop our ass. We would be crying profusely because it hurt. And she would say, fix your face. Stop crying. Fix your face.
Like you did just make my face look like this.
Right. You're the cause of my face looking like this.
You did this.
So in effect, what she was threatening was another beating. Another whooping. If I didn't fix my face so you end up looking like this. Trying to hold it in. That's my top 5. Let me review them one more time in order. Number 5, do you have McDonald's money? Number 4, stop all that crying before I give you something to cry about. Number 3, because I said so. Number 1, I wish you would. And number 1, you better fix your, and that's how our mom used to say, you better fix your face.
So much aggression.
Go ahead. That's my list.
For the record, sir, really good list. I mean, I really enjoyed it. That was good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well thought out.
Thank you.
However,
you're welcome.
Something in my heart told me that the son that drives down to Moco on Friday and leaves at the crack of dawn on Mother's Day morning would definitely show the negative side of our mother. So I want to show the positive. Here's my top 5. Happy Mother's Day.
Our mother's
top
never,
5 things that mothers say to their children.
Number
5.
She never said that. Number 5. I'm gonna
be
tell you
leaders, not followers. Because we were being raised to be leaders. We heard that all the time. At least I did. Maybe that's why I lead the way that I do. Number 4.
Pretty smart.
Always respect your elders. If you talk bad or down to an elder or an older person, you are going to get it the way we grew up. Number 3. A lie don't care who tells it, and y'all better not tell me any.
She said these things, but not to us directly.
You got to shut up. You got to shut up. A lie don't care who tell it. And if we told them lies and they found out about it, oh, the punishment was severe, as Doug talked about a second ago. Number 2, don't bring no white gals home.
You didn't listen to that part again.
And this is something that we never brought no white gal home. No, sir. Because we were told not to. And we were very obedient kids. I understand it now, Ma. I didn't like it growing up when I was told that I probably couldn't have no Caucasian company come by the crib. But I get it now. These Caucasian women are causing all kind of problems for people that look like us. And last but not least, the opposite of the list that my brother wants y'all to think about our mom. Number 1 on my list, we love you and will always have your back.
I don't remember her saying
that. That's the top 5 things my mother said to her children.
Sweet as can be, but I don't remember none of this, man.
Yes, you don't have to remember it.
You must.
You wanted to portray our mother as someone that just walked around with a belt and whooped up on us.
Pretty accurate.
I wanted people to know that our mother was filled with love and guidance. That's my top 5.
I see what you did there, man. That's pretty slick.
The pink background, the pink background is for women.
Ryan,
not just for my mom, but for all moms.
Let me talk to your person.
No,
I just want to make them look shine. Because people in the chat.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No. No. No.
And look how you talking to another mother. She is a mother. And look how you talking to her.
No.
We'll have these lists posted up in the 2 Live Shoes Facebook chat group.
Flim-flam up for me for weeks and months until I caught on to what was going on.
Nobody's flim-flamming you, man.
If I, you know
Miles.
what?
Miles has several
different
pictures
that
of mothers in the background.
Child doing this.
Look at Miles. Miles has pictures of moms in the background. Black mothers. He did an outstanding job. I love you, son. He sent it up last night, and I was like, Miles, you did great, son. Dad, do you like it? Miles, I love it.
We'll
I love the pink background.
We'll have this posted up in the 2 Live Shoes Facebook chat group, and by noon today, and you can vote which list you like the best.
You know, Ma watches the show, right?
Mm-hmm.
How dare you portray her as someone that was beating on us?
Well, she did. Because she did.
I'm not putting that in the streets for my mother. She loved us.
She did love us. I never denied that. I know she loved us. That's why I went home and saw her for Mother's Day weekend.
But no, you went home, but you didn't see her for Mother's Day. You left on Mother's Day.
I did see her on Mother's Day. We had breakfast together on Mother's Day. What are you talking
about? Who goes home and leaves at the crack of dawn on Mother's Day?
Man,
did you go down there for Mother's Day?
I'm not going to get back in there with you. I had breakfast with my mother on Mother's Day.
You get a phone call, you get a text saying somebody horny. He on the road.
So we'll have that posted in the 2 Live Shoes Facebook chat group no later than noon today, and vote. I think most people watching can identify with everything I said on that list.
Tree wants to help my person. Oh, yeah? You think so?
Ha! I think one time, man, I remember one time, it's kind of like, in The Simpsons, when Bart always used to ask, huh?
That pink background is fire. Go ahead. I'm listening, man. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, you remember on The Simpsons where Bart always used to ask so-and-so over and over and over? Or no, that was the Smurfs. The Smurfs used to ask, are we there yet? Are we there yet? And Papa Smurf went, no, we're not.
Not far now. Not far now.
Not far now. Not far now. I remember one time, the whole McDonald's thing, we were riding, and I wanted to say it, but I knew that she was going to say, do you have McDonald's money? And so we passed the McDonald's, and I said, Mom, can we get some whap backhand right in the mouth? Because we were all waiting for me to say.
That's not true.
That's true.
That's not true.
She is notorious for out of nowhere backhand.
But I will say this. Whenever we would leave our grandmother's house, we would race to the car because we wanted to get in the back seat first. Somebody had to ride in the front. And whoever rode in the front was subjected to getting struck.
Backhand in particular.
So we would race to the car so somebody could get in the back seat. Because if you got in that front seat, then the minute we pulled off from Mama's house, within 5 seconds to about 60 seconds, somebody was going to get caught. Did I tell y'all not to?
I tell the story I've told the story plenty of times. I shot a spitball. I was probably in the 6th grade, 6th or 7th grade. I'm pretty old for a kid. I'm in the 6th or 7th grade. I shoot a spitball across the room and hit a little white girl in the face, in her eye. She claims it was her eye. So immediately I go to the office.
Everybody know it wasn't in her eye, but that's what they do. They lie.
Right. I immediately go to the office. The principal is Reverend Myers. Reverend Myers called our mother. She has to come pick me up from school. I get in the front seat. She doesn't say a word. I knew what was coming. She doesn't say a word. Get your ass in this car. We get in the front seat of the car. She's got to take me home because I'm suspended for the rest of the day.
Right.
I'm sitting in the front seat and I ball up my whole body.
The whole time like this.
And we're driving. We get like a mile or two down the road. She was like, "What's that?"
Wait. The whole time you're in the car.
The whole time I'm like this brace for the back end. And all of a sudden she says, "Hey, what's that?" And I look and I kind of untense. I loosen up. Wow. She caught me slipping. Backhand straight in the mouth. In the mouth.
Sometimes whoever was riding in the front seat would always have their guard up, right? But as a kid, you can't keep your guard up for so long. You forget. You listen to the radio, you looking out the window, but the minute you relaxed and got normal,
backhand. True stories.
No,
true
listen,
stories.
man. Our mother was filled with love. That's why y'all vote for my top 5, because it was nothing but love and admiration for her kids. Oh.
Don't go away.
That's
2
it.
Loud Screws.
That's it.
Vote
Look at
if you
that.
can see it.
Yep. Y'all vote for me. And Tree, you keep your opinion out of this.
All right, last 48 coming up.
Simple ass graphic is that. It's just a black graphic. That's so boring. What a boring graphic.
Last 48 coming up.
That pink graphic.
And we got the 2-minute trespass coming up too.
No, I don't think we have the 2-minute trespass.
Are you tired of workouts that leave you feeling drained? Do you want to push your limits without compromising your health? Introducing NPE, the ultimate pre-workout powerhouse. NPE is packed with natural plant-based ingredients that fuel your body and mind. We're talking about sustained energy, enhanced focus, and accelerated recovery. All this while giving your immune system a powerful boost. But NPE doesn't stop there. It also stimulates circulation, enhancing blood flow throughout your body. And it doesn't just improve your workout performance, it also boosts fertility and sexual drive in both men and women. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just starting your fitness journey, NPE is here to help you reach new heights. Don't settle for sluggish workouts. Unleash your inner athlete with NPE. That's natural performance energy. This is not your ordinary pre-workout supplement. Our clients will tell you NPE also stands for natural power, peak performance. Every workout.
You're in the dog pound. Dogs and poodles, it's the 2 Live Stews, and we're back. Our debate that started us on radio was the effectiveness of the option, idiot.
You call your brother idiot? I never call you an idiot.
Dummy. What you did is called hijack the show. I'm done. Doug Stewart and Ryan Stewart streaming live Monday and Thursday at 7 a.m.
That's the number 2 live stews youtube.com. 2 live stews youtube.com.
Oh, it's time for the last 48. Looking forward to this. We got some real good ones today. Yes. It's not time for the trespasser. You have a rundown. If you look at it, you see it's not time
I'm looking at the rest.
Well, then if you're looking at it, you don't see trespass. Trust me. You just don't. It's okay, though. Good morning, everybody. We thank y'all for being here. We really, really, really appreciate it. It's your boys, the 2 Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart. We make up those stews. And this is your 2 Live Stews Monday morning experience. I knew you were going to put Mo on blast. I had to be the difference maker.
I didn't put her on blast.
Oh, you put her on blast. You lit her on fire just now.
No, but that wasn't just our mother. That wasn't about just our mother. I think most black people can relate to their mother saying those phrases to them.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she's sweet as heck now. Like, she's a different person now with the kids, with her grandkids.
Oh, yeah, I don't even know who I don't even recognize her sometimes with the kids.
And the grandkids think that we're making all of that stuff up.
Oh, no.
Like, we just making up these things about our mother is absolutely not true. Everything that we talk about that used to occur when we were growing up was 100% factual.
Hey, man, real quick, I'm asking for prayers for Moco. So there's been a tragic car accident in Moco weekly for like the last month.
Yeah, a couple of my classmates.
It's crazy. It's bananas. And I hit my boy up. Shouts out to Keith Scott. I hit Keith up like, hey, man, what is going on in Moco? He said, man, there's more traffic in Monk's Corner than we've ever seen before because so many people are moving down here. And while you're driving around, if you look at the car beside you, somebody's holding the phone, texting, or talking on the phone.
Wow.
So, man, y'all be careful in the cars with these phones and stuff, man. And y'all just pray for Moco. It's bad down there, man. We're losing people left and right. It's terrible.
Yeah, my classmate lost her son. Prayers to the Thomas family. And her last name isn't Thomas anymore. I can't remember her married name. But she lost her son in a car accident. And my other classmate, Monica Wright, her son was in this accident. And he's like in intensive care right now.
The lady that was driving the car passed away, which was another person that was around his age. Young people.
Yeah. So pray for the Thomas family and for the Wright family. I always say we should use this platform for blessings. Why not, man? Prayer works. That's what they always say. Prayer works, right?
No question, man. No question. We got a great last 48, man.
Let's run it. Last 48. The biggest memes in the 2 Live Stews Facebook chat group in the last 48 hours. From Airness, champion of Airness. Jordan had a timeless warning against over-reliance on threes. Here's a quote from MJ. My three-point shooting is something that I don't want to excel at because it takes away from all the phases of my game, Jordan said. My game is a fake drive to the hole, penetrate, dish off, dunk, whatever. When you have that mentality, as I found out in the first game of making threes, you don't go to the hole as much.
Hey, man.
The reason that's relevant is because the Celtics shot like 40-something threes. Was it game 2? And they shot like 12%. You know, so a low percentage. And since the three-point shot has been around, there's been this saying, you live by the 3, die by the 3. And MJ, the greatest of all time, talked about this many years ago.
I'm not doing that. MJ said, I'm not doing that. Sir, and Missoula clearly wants these guys to shoot it. He wants them to keep shooting it.
Well, listen, it worked for them last year. So you can't, that was their formula last year. It worked. They won a championship. And I think there's numbers out there to say if you can miss so many threes, but if you whatever the percentage that you make, it's still better than shooting a 2.
Go ahead with the other part of that tree. You were trying to put the other graphic up tree. There's the other side of this thing with Jordan, man.
Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards, he says, this is a quote on the comparisons to Michael Jordan. He can't shoot threes and he can't drive to the left either, and I can do all of that. I love Ant-Man's belief in himself. But come on, bruh. You got to slow down. You got to pump your brake a little bit. You only been around a couple years. You ain't won ring the first. Slow down.
Man, there's been several playoff games already this season where he hadn't shown. Jordan showed in every playoff game.
6-0 in the finals. 6-0
every
in the finals.
Playoff game. I mean,
Yeah.
we talking dropping 50 pointers.
Now, does Ant-Man have next? 100%. From
No
Atlanta.
question.
From Atlanta. I love him to death, but you got to slow down, player.
You better humble yourself, Ant-Man. You already shooting up lows on these girls and paying them for 18 years in advance. You better slow yourself down, Ant-Man. Talking about Jordan in a disparaging way, you better slow yourself down, Ant-Man.
Slow your roll. Slow your roll.
Now, I like him a lot. But he ain't no Jordan. He couldn't swing up the hair of Jordan's balls right now. He's nowhere near Jordan.
That's kind of strong. Pause.
It's the truth, though.
That's kind of strong. He's a very good player, man. From
Ollie
Ollie Michelle. And this dumbass is going to mess around and shoot too much jizz. In a random chick. Let me finish reading it. In random chicks to keep him viable in the damned league.
Yeah,
Ollie's basically saying he got to slow down too.
Yeah. He needs to slow down, man. These young boys, man, and they make so much money. I mean, they're making so much money. It's like
They feel invincible. I'm sure he feels invincible.
He's got to feel invincible.
Yeah.
I mean, the little $500,000 I made 30 years ago in a year made me feel like I was a top dog. And it's these kids are getting that in 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
These kids are getting that in 2 months, man.
Yeah. You got to slow down.
These kids are getting checks where they're getting 6-figure checks.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
They got to slow down.
6-figure checks.
Next one, Tree.
God,
the Mount Rushmore of overrated quarterbacks.
I'm so pissed off with this right here.
Shouts out to Lawrence Joseph, all-star contributor in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group.
Thank you, Lawrence. Shouts out to you, Lawrence. And Super Chatters, don't forget, we got your back, Super Chatters. Y'all have really stepped up for a Monday morning. But go ahead, Doug. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're going to read chat, in the next segment to the rest of the show, so stay tuned for that.
Take McNabb off this damn list. Who put him on there?
So, absolutely. Derek Carr, who just retired. We need to talk a little bit about him. Tony Romo, Kirk Cousins. Perfect. You got to take McNabb off. And I would put Brett Favre, which is crazy because people say Brett Favre is one of the greatest of all time. Brett Favre is one of the dumbest of all times, too.
Yeah, he's dumb, but he's got a couple of Super Bowls, sir.
So what? That's the team metric. I put Brett Favre there.
No, I scouted. I was in a room where we had to study Favre. He's a phenomenal quarterback.
Yeah, he was
phenomenal.
He was a dumbass. And I take Eli. I put Eli on there. Overrated. The meme says overrated.
Eli got 2 Super Bowls, man.
They might be good, but they're not as good as people think they are.
Eli
Manning and Brett Favre. I would put him up there for take McNabb out.
Who's the other one taking? Are you taking Carr off also? Because Carr is the Raiders' all-time leading passer, sir.
No, I'll leave all 3 of them up there. I'll take McNabb off, and I would replace with Eli or with Brett Favre. That's what I would do.
No,
that's just my personal thoughts. So who would you replace him with? Who would you replace McNabb with?
Matt Ryan.
That's a good one. I forgot all about Matt Ryan.
And listen, for the Falcons fans out there, especially my LB Claude, Matt Ryan was a really good quarterback that failed or dropped the ball or the bag every time the team could have had great success.
Hold on, let me say. Can I say one thing?
Please.
If you play in the NFL, you're good.
I agree.
You're clearly good.
I agree.
The meme said overrated. Matt Ryan was good, but not as much as these people will make you believe. That's the point. I would definitely agree with that. Matt Ryan on the list.
First ballot. He should have done so-and-so. They should have done so-and-so. Man, please. He threw McDonald's arches and skip balls all the time.
All the time.
And when they're up 28-3, he didn't have the testicles to look at the coach and say, keep running the ball. Are you kidding me, coach? Keep running the ball.
Yeah, he's a veteran. He was a veteran at that point.
Lead by running the ball. He's the MVP. He's the team captain. I don't believe Matt Ryan let them lose their Super Bowl. Peyton Manning, Eli Manning wouldn't have done that.
And you know what? Somebody said, my man Birdman22 says, McNabb is overrated. No apologies. He might not be as good as we kind of make him out to be, but his degree of not as good as we make him out to be is smaller than what Brett Favre and Eli Manning and Matt Ryan's degree of he's good, but not as good as people think.
Much smaller.
You see what I'm saying?
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Phillip Rivers was overrated. I agree. Truck D. I agree 100%.
But they talk about Phillip Rivers like he's
man.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
He was mud.
Yeah. I even can go back to Terry Bradshaw. Now it was a different era, and you're watching the 2 Lost News experience.
No, Doug, you're not going to be able to tell me that a guy that's got 4 Super Bowl trophies was overrated.
I think 5. If you look at
I'm sorry, Terry.
If you look at Bradshaw's numbers, putrid, minuscule, okay? Minuscule. Fly Girl's uncle was the starter, and because, of obvious reasons, he was benched for Terry Bradshaw. Like all of them Super Bowls could have gone to Jefferson Street Joe Jefferson.
I disagree with Rel Scott and this Andrew Luck thing. Andrew Luck is not overrated. He was a beast.
Andrew Luck was overrated too. I agree. He was overrated too.
Okay. All right.
Jefferson Street Joe Gilliam was the starting quarterback coming out of training camp for the Pittsburgh Steelers before they won their first Super Bowl. Then somehow he lost the job, was benched. Terry Bradshaw comes in, and the rest is history. But he won the job in training camp. He won the job, and now maybe it had something to do with he fell off the wagon. He was dealing with some issues as far as, substances, trying to say it in a nice way. But he had won the job coming out of training camp before the Steelers won their first Super Bowl.
One of the worst years of my college career, man. We had Donnie Davis, who was one of the best quarterbacks to come out of high school, right behind Eric Zaire. And Donnie was our starting quarterback, and Bill Lewis brought in his college roommate's son, Tommy Luganbill, and they benched Donnie for no reason at all.
No, out of the blue.
We didn't know who this little short kid with long hair. Who's this little kid? And 2 days into practice in the training camp, he's taking first team reps. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. The fix was in.
Do it.
The fix was in. Now listen, I'm gonna go back to a quick little. It's a high school story. That's really what I'm relying on.
Go ahead, man. It's okay.
I always tell a story, man. Me and Darryl Frazier, from the second grade through JV, he was the starting quarterback. I was the starting tailback. We get to our senior year. Our head coach, Gerald Moody, rest in peace. His grandson is a 9th grader.
A freshman.
From nowhere, never played Little League ball, never played JV. And as a freshman, he's the starting quarterback over Darryl Frazier, who had been quarterbacking for 10 straight years through all of the leagues.
And was good.
We ran the hell out of the option.
He was good.
Yeah. No reasoning, no meeting about it, no questioning. You just replaced this kid that's been doing this for damn near 15 years. We got a system. Okay? We know each other like in the back of your hand.
Darryl still ended up winning. He married one of the prettiest girls in my class. And they still happily married and got churned. And so he still won. But yeah, he got hoodwinked.
Let's go to
real quick, though. Real quick.
Yes,
real quick. When I get a coaching job in the future, my grandkids are going to start too. So the 51-year-old me, I understand now. Coach Moody didn't do nothing wrong. My grandson's going to play too.
He did something wrong, but I understand.
Well, I agree.
It was wrong. But we would have won more games with that man, with Darryl Frazier as quarterback.
My grandson's getting the ball. If I'm a basketball coach, my grandson is the point guard.
All right,
hey, Coach Stewart, you got a 7'2" point guard there. Yeah, I know he's my grandson. But shouldn't he be playing center? Nah, he wants the ball.
Next one, Tree. We got to run through these. All right. Lock these 4 heavyweight monsters in a room. Who walks out? John Jones, UFC fame, Mike Tyson, Tyson Fury, boxer, another boxer, and Brock Lesnar. All right, so clearly you can take Lesnar out because he's an actor. Really, he's a glorified actor. Wrestling is acting.
Agreed.
Tyson
Fury's never scared me at all. I don't view him as a heavyweight.
Well, he's just so physically dominant because he's like 7 foot tall. He got long ass arms, but he's the most unathletic looking athlete I've ever seen in my life.
If he was to get into the ring with some of the greats of our day in the heavyweight division, he'd get crushed.
I'm taking Tyson Fury out, and I guess I'm gonna leave John Bone Jones, man, because he know how to kick people in their shins.
Yeah.
You get kicked in your shins over and over, man. It's very distracting.
You're going to start hopping like this, man. Every time that leg moves, you're going to start hopping like this.
I think John Bone Jones is the remaining guy standing, man, the last guy standing. What do you think?
If I didn't see
he's the last guy. He walks out.
If I didn't see Tyson go the distance with Logan Paul or whatever Paul brother he fought, I probably would say Tyson, man, but no, it's John Bones Jones. John Bones Jones is the beast. And I tried to find the picture of Austeroff. I couldn't find it.
Jake 24 Alton reminds me, Brock was a UFC fighter too. He was in the heavyweight division, but his claim to fame was was wrestling, pro wrestling.
We agree on John Bones Jones, sir.
Yeah, man. Don't you think those damn kicks to your shins would just get aggravating and you just quit?
Too much. You're looking for somebody to punch you in your head or to your body, and it's a leg coming for your shins. Yeah, that's uncomfortable, man.
If you worrying about your shins the whole time, your face is going to be left open, you know?
You can't possibly fight nobody.
You can't fight nobody. You keep getting kicked in the damn shins. All right, next one, Tree.
Oh, God.
It's very distracting.
Yes.
Hey, man, will you stop kicking me in my damn shins?
Okay, let's talk about this, sir. Go ahead. Do you think?
You're watching the Two Lost Stews experience. Stephen A. Smith really hates LeBron James. I want to talk about that first of all. But this is his list. Top 5 greatest Lakers. I'm a Laker fan, so I think I can comment on this. He's got 5. Shaq at number 5, Kobe at number 4, Jerry West at number 3, Magic at number 2, and number 1, Kareem.
You got to put Braun on that list somewhere.
Where?
And hold on. And I'm glad because you're a Laker.
Where you gonna put him at?
Hold on. You're the resident Laker fan.
Okay.
This man surpassed the NBA's all-time scoring record in your uniform.
Yeah, but this question is pertaining to the Lakers specifically. We're not talking about no league-wide scoring titles, anything like that. It's about the Lakers. And like I would put no, I'm not gonna say that. I was gonna say I put Derek Fisher before LeBron.
Real quick, that's not true. And
I wouldn't do that.
LeBron's tenure is longer than Shaq's now. How long was Shaq there?
No, but here's the problem, man.
No, answer the question. How long was Shaq there?
I don't know. 6 or 7 years? 5 or 6 years?
All right, I'll ask my buddy Google. He'll know. Yeah. You got to put LeBron on that list, man.
Okay, Kareem has to be on the list because he's Cap. Magic has to be on the list because he's maybe the greatest basketball player to ever play the game, I can argue. And he was Showtime.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. You're right. You said 6. It's 8. Shaq was in LA for 8 years. I'm sorry. You're right.
Jerry West was the logo. And, before Kobe and those guys came along, was known as the best player in the Lakers history. You got to put the Mamba up there, Kobe, because a lot of people say he's the reincarnation of Michael Jordan, and he's won 4 rings.
Y'all just hate Braun.
And then for the 5th place, you got to put Shaq because he's Shaq. And we like Shaq more than we like LeBron.
Y'all hate Braun. Yeah, y'all love Shaq and y'all hate Braun. I really wish, and this was when I was almost a Laker hater.
But hate is a strong word. We like Shaq better than we like LeBron. And Shaq won 4 rings.
He won multiple.
Or not 4, 3 rings. He won 3 rings.
Yeah. I really wish, and that's one of my sports. If there's one thing I could change in sports, I would wish that Shaq would have stayed in LA with Kobe.
Yeah, they've talked about that a lot.
I think they really could have been more than a dynasty.
Kobe has 5 rings, not 4. Shaq has 3 or 4.
He got 3 with them. I think he got 3
with the Lakers. I think he has 3 with the Lakers. Yeah, I mean, it's no hate against LeBron. It's just you can't put him ahead of those other guys. And I don't agree with Stephen A on a lot of stuff, but I agree with him on that. Ain't nobody got hate for LeBron. We love LeBron.
Shaq won 3 rings with LA, 2000, 2001, 2002.
Right.
Trifecta. 3 in a row.
I love LeBron, man. The
I just think
king.
you gotta, I understand Kareem. Kareem's up there at 1 because he was the league's all-time leading scorer forever.
So who would
And
you
now
take
that-
out? That's the question. Who would you take out of the list for LeBron? Jerry West? It's hard for us to even comment on Jerry West, but all of the old school cats always say Jerry West was that dude.
And he's the logo.
And
he
he's
was
the
a great.
logo.
And he was a great exec.
So who you taking off to put LeBron on? We got to go to the break too.
2-minute trespass coming up next.
Who would you take off to put LeBron on? Hurry, hurry.
You can't take Shaq off with 3 rings.
You can't take nobody off, period. You see how fast we change your mind? There we go. That's growth, man. Good for you, sir. Good for you. Trespass. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Let's go.
You got to put LeBron on that list. He's the
even
logo's
even you, the most devout LeBron fan, can't find a person to take off to put LeBron on. So why would anybody else?
I can't imagine how disappointed Ma's going to be when she watches the show today. She's going to be so disappointed in you.
What, that I didn't want to take anybody off the list to put LeBron on?
This.
It's a great list. Hate all you want, Tree. I'm going to keep on winning this thing. Hate all you want. Said it all. Thank y'all for watching. That graphic said it all. Thank y'all for watching.
That I made.
Absolutely.
Thank y'all for watching.
I got a couple quick announcements. We've been talking about the travel industry and owning your own travel agency for the last couple of weeks. Me and Ryan have partnered with a company called PlanNet. That was a Freudian slip. Me and Ryan have partnered with a company called PlanNet where you can actually own your own travel agency and book your own trips and make commissions and get drastic price reductions in your trips that you book on your own. If you'd like to get more information, we're actually the company is actually having a presentation tomorrow here in Atlanta. If you email me at sme.dougstewart@gmail.com, I'll reply back and give you some details, and you can come join us at the presentation. Also, if you'd like to donate to the show, you can do that. Look to the bottom of the chat to the right. There's a dollar symbol. Click on that and donate whatever you'd like. $5, $10, $15, $500, $5,000. We would appreciate it all.
Thank you,
all
Mr. International. Thank you.
And if you're watching the replay, you can click on the.
Why not 2403? Thank you. Why not 2403? There's so many people. We're going to get to the super chatters. Go ahead, Doug. Go ahead.
If you're watching the replay, same thing. Look to the bottom of the chat. Click on the heart symbol, and you can donate even after the fact. And also, if you need life insurance, you want to protect your family. Email me as well, sme.dougstewart@gmail.com, or give me a call at 678-770-8073.
If you need Doug to buy you a car,
for those of you that don't want to contact Doug and want to contact me, I got the same email, but it's Ryan Stewart, sme.ryanstewart@gmail. Same thing. Before we get to the chat, because there's a lot of great chat, we got to read them. I got 2 things that we need to talk about briefly.
okay,
One
I'll
of them
go
is
away.
one of them. You don't have to go away, Tree. You can stay if you want. Okay. One of them is Draymond Green claiming that there's an agenda to make him out to be an angry black man. Your thoughts on that, sir?
Ain't nobody trying to make him out to be no angry black man. He an asshole.
He is.
He's a dumbass.
I was so disappointed in Draymond playing the sympathy card, trying to get people on his side, talking about they're trying to portray me as an angry black man. You are the epitome of angry black man, Draymond.
Yeah.
That's a false narrative. The whole angry black man thing. I hate when people say that even.
Well,
it's really on us.
If there was such thing as an angry black man, Draymond Green's picture would be in the dictionary for it.
Yeah, I guess so.
He's hot. He's hot-blooded.
How do you get fouled and end up slapping the guy across his damn face? He does that all the time. He's always flailing. He's always flailing his arms and kicking people in the testicles.
And
what's
trying
wrong
to play
with him?
We got video of you choking people, kicking people in their testicles, stepping on people's chests. I mean, you've got more technical fouls than anyone in the history of the game. All right. Second thing. Shedeur Sanders not getting any #1 snaps in rookie camp. Dylan Gabriel's getting the #1 snaps. Dylan Gabriel, to my understanding,
He's drafted 2 rounds higher.
Yes,
yeah,
but Dylan Gabriel, to my understanding, has had 3 interceptions this past weekend in minicamp. Shedeur has none.
How important? Two things.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Two things. You play in the league. How important is that mini camp? Or is it just nothing at all?
It matters.
Okay.
But in the grand scheme of things, the best player is going to be on the field. This mini camp, they're going to give the first round draft pick, second round draft pick, third round. Then the order you were drafted, that's going to be the opportunities you get to make plays in this mini camp.
Second thing, you just talked about Shedeur making plays. He's all the rage on social media. Like he did fantastic in this mini camp. I think they might cut that man. I think he might not make the team. Because if he makes the team and they end up starting him and he ends up doing good, that's egg on the face of them that didn't take him till the 5th round. And that's egg on the face of whoever conspired this whole collusion thing in the NFL. They can't have that man succeed.
The other side of that is they got him in the 5th round. If he was to be their guy, they'd make off like fat rats for the next 4 to 5 years.
Let me tell you something, man. Them people pride is huge. I think to save all of the egg on their face, they might cut that man knowing he's the best quarterback on their roster.
And Shedeur is going to end up wearing the number 12 while Dylan Gabriel wears the number 5. A lot of people had a whole to-do about that. I'm very happy that he's not wearing number 2 because the quarterbacks that have worn number 2 in Cleveland have not made it long at all. Johnny Manziel, Tim Couch, just to name a few. Okay, man. Sorry, Tree. Thank you for that time. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Can I just do a little housekeeping? First of all, shout out to Arlie for being in the chat and communicating with everybody. We have an IG page also that we're going to talk about after the show. And I try to communicate. I can't do everything, but we see y'all on Instagram. Thank you for being here. I'm going to talk to Arlie, see if she can toggle back and forth. But IG, Instagram, our Instagram page is at 2live_stews. And they be in here every morning, hanging with us.
Shout out to the Instagram folk.
And if y'all Instagram people want to donate, you got to get into the YouTube page. But we love y'all. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's go with the super
Tree,
chat.
how was Mother's Day with you? Like, what the kids do for you?
It was good. I went to see Kayla. She's moved up north, so I went up there and
how far up north, Tree? Is it far?
Too far.
Golly.
I mean, not in another city, but like in north of the city. So they purchased dinner for me to cook for myself. But it's okay. I don't want my children really circulating money on me.
It's the thought that counts, right?
No, stop. No, wait a minute. No.
Tree, it's the thought that counts, right?
Maybe I misunderstood what they said. What did you just say, Tree? They did what for you?
So they went to the grocery store and I got 2 very nice ribeyes and some sides that they know I like, and they gave it
off for you to
Wow.
This is 2025. This is real.
It's 2025.
It's the thought that counts, right?
Yeah,
it's 2025.
Like, yeah, just like if they would have gotten their car and drove round trip 10 hours and the plan was to buy you dinner, but they were serving dinner at the church and you just got a plate, you would understand. It's the thought that counts, right?
Yeah, I just don't have those requirements anymore. My whole thinking is different.
They did something, Tree. They did something.
Yeah.
They did something.
So, yeah, it was a good day. I talked to you for a little while.
Did they spend it with you, Tree? Did they spend it with you, Tree?
Yeah, in the morning. Okay. I went in the morning so that I could be back. Oh, shit, be back in town because I don't like traffic and shit.
All right. Okay.
So, yeah, it was Happy Mother's Day to everybody and to all of those whose mothers are not here. We salute, you. I know there's a whole thing that happens with that as well. Why not 2403? Always here.
Why not?
First thing in the morning. If you're thankful for the stews, let's start the week off paying it forward. I appreciate you, brothers.
Thank you.
We appreciate you.
Golly, thank y'all, man.
Appreciate it.
Mr. International. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Looking forward to a great show. And it is.
I hope you enjoyed it, Mr. International.
Thank
Mr.
you
International,
so much.
thanks, bro.
I mean, from my performance today was for you. Wait a minute, is this another one? Okay. My
No.
performance today was for you, Mr. International. Everything I did and said that you approve of was for you.
And he
It
is
was in his honor.
It was in his honor.
Thank you, Mr.
Loose
International.
Neck, the unofficial producer of the show, one of them, Loose Neck says, "Thank you for your donation. They about to really be mad." Oh, you read that
I read this
already,
one,
but
yeah.
I didn't realize he.
Appreciate
Well,
the
shout out to you.
$5 though.
Thank you
you.
so much. Ty Davidson, Ford employee pricing for all. Hashtag buy with Ty, Tidwell, Kennesaw. Wait a minute. So
Hashtag buy with Ty. That's what's up.
So
looking
when
for
I
a
lived
car?
in Detroit, all the workers would get their bonus, and then you could get like $4,000 off one of them Ford Tauruses.
4 to 5 grand. No
yeah.
question.
Ty,
what's up,
explain
Ty?
that a little further when you get a
And
chance.
listen to this. I didn't realize it when I was in Detroit that the Lions are owned by the Fords. So people that drove Fords got these huge discounts in the locker room.
Did they give you a car?
They didn't give us a car, but they damn near gave it to you if you wanted to drive a Ford.
Okay. Wow.
Mm.
Ford Field.
Ford
I didn't know they
Field.
were not. Okay.
The Fords, they own the Lions.
Yeah. From Why Not 2403 again, and this man wants to make it clear every time he hits the button, it's an actual donation. Don't do him. He says, don't fall for it. The man is watching us go at each other and laughing. Just ignore Chuck Anye. Talking about, dang, Doug, you gave him the business.
He
Chuck
deserved the business.
Ozempic Chuck.
Right.
Charles Barkley, yeah.
I mean, that was one of
You
the
went
most
off.
ignorant things I've ever heard in my life.
I was disappointed. I don't get disappointed in people. I was disappointed.
You said the N-word, like
On-
hard with a hard R.
On a platform such as
Yeah.
that. I mean, everybody loves that show. On a huge platform for him, the brother ain't nothing but about the betterment of the people.
I almost felt like listing all of the men that have come through, the great men that have come through the fraternity in their service to the world.
I mean, it's gonna fall on deaf ear. He's not interested.
Right, that's what I'm
in
saying.
that.
But I don't even. I kind of
bitter.
halfway don't even feel like dignifying
Exactly.
a conversation because it's so ignorant.
Your
Go ahead, Tree.
energy
Go ahead,
is
Tree.
expensive. Loose neck size. Steve Smith getting sued like Fantasia. Why is
Oh.
Fantasia being sued?
I think Fantasia went through one of those same things where an extramarital affair or whatever, the other person found out and is suing Fantasia. I think that's that story as well.
Oh.
And she's from
You
North
can do
Carolina.
that?
And she's from North Carolina.
Wait, she's suing the other person
The,
the participant.
I don't know the exact scenario, but it's a love triangle type thing. And
It's a love triangle type thing.
Okay. Loose neck with the $4.99. Thank you. Reading Ryan's list is like looking at the eclipse without special glass.
You know what my list is, though. And when it
It's
gets
tough.
posted on Facebook, it's going to be in black and white. It's
He
okay.
keeps winning.
Yep. Well, because
So
my list
it
is-
makes
there's
me
substance.
think that all of our good work, Douglas, is
There's
on-
substance to our list.
he's not.
And Cree, what do you mean our good work? It's Doug's top 5, isn't it? Y'all see what's going on here? Y'all see
pulling
what's
your-
going on here?
she's pulling your
Vote for your
chain, man.
boy.
She's pulling your
She
chain,
ain't
man.
pulling no chain. She's
Yes,
telling
she
the
is.
truth.
I like
She ain't pulling no
Um,
chain.
We'll have the list
Doing your
posted
top
up,
five.
and
I
I
do my
feel
own.
very.
I do my own top 5.
I feel very
It's my
confident.
top 5.
I feel
Okay,
very confident I'm
Draymond.
gonna win this one.
From Calvin, aka Big Jeff. Thank you so much. The mom's backhand is undefeated.
And Mars was like Floyd Mayweather. It was quick.
And y'all never, I mean, these kids now will call the police on you.
It's different now.
They'll roll out that car.
You remember how Pootie Tang was with that belt?
Did y'all name your belts? We had Mr. Black
We
at
didn't name
my
our belts.
for Kayla and Cameron. It was Mr.
We
Black.
should have named the damn belt.
It sounds like you name things that you enjoy and have fun with. When the belt came out, we didn't enjoy it at all.
Right.
Yeah, so we wasn't naming the damn belt.
Well, you say I'm gonna get Mr. Black if you keep it up. No,
They never threatened us with it either.
things
It
Tree
just- it just-
said.
it
It
just-
was
it just- mm-mm.
no
Nah.
precursor.
I mean, sir, do you remember this?
70 parents.
We could hear our mother fumbling around on her belt rack in her closet, and we knew what was coming.
You didn't go get a Switch?
No, we didn't have switches at my house. That was our grandmother's house. We got the Switch.
The welts on this light-skinned body.
Yeah.
Cornell, that's your cousin, right? No, not him.
He's
Cornell.
our homeboy.
Thank you so much. Why Falcon fans never held Vic to the same standard as Matt Ryan?
Exactly.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm reading that wrong.
Yeah, you know, it was not a compliment.
Right. Vic gets criticized all the time just by the clear people.
I saw a meme this past weekend where it said there were 3 quarterbacks that said choose one. It was Lamar Jackson, Cam Newton, or Michael Vick. Start one, bench one, cut one. Everybody was saying cut Mike Vick. It blew my mind. It blew my mind. But when you think about it, and I didn't answer the question, I said, I'm not playing in this game. Shame on y'all. If you had to cut one of those 3, who you cutting?
Well, Lamar's definitely starting. And I mean, Cam Newton was a beast. He won an MVP, man.
With their Super Bowl.
So I get it. But if you just talk about talent, then Vic would probably be number 1. But it doesn't sound like they're talking about talent. They're talking about running your team.
Cut, start, bench.
And kind of incorporating what they've done in their career on the field. So I kind of get it.
How amazing Mike was. All right, go ahead, Tree. Go ahead.
From Rel Scott. Rel, good morning. Tell Tisa we said hello. Ryan,
morning, Tisa and Rel.
Hello.
Tisa. Good morning, Tisa and Rel.
At Prime Ties to Go, the number 2.
Right. That's right.
Buy your ties from our boy Rel Scott.
That's
Just a little something for the machine. Great show, Stews. Keep
you seen that video of what's the girl that does Abbott Elementary? What's her name?
Arlen knows her name.
Damn it, I can't think of her name.
But anyway, the writer, producer, star of Abbott Elementary, you know she's from Philly, right?
Yep.
She's stone cold Philly resident. And she was talking about the word John.
John.
You know, they use John as a person, place, noun.
Quinta Brunson.
Right. So they use noun like they use shoddy here in Atlanta, or used to. And I was saying on that, somebody posted it in the group. It took me about 3 years before I realized they were saying John, Jawn, and not Joan. I thought they were talking about some chick named Joan.
I thought they were joning.
Right. It's John.
John.
Pronounced John.
Cousin Derek, thank you so much for your donation.
Cousin.
We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hit you up too, but I was in and out.
Carrie Portis, paying my tithes.
Thank you, Carrie.
Shout out to you, Carrie. Appreciate you,
it,
man.
Carrie.
Thank you so much.
The wife mentioned going on a cruise, man, and guess what I told her? She said, "I'm gonna call so and so, see if we can get." I said, "No, baby, no, don't do that. Don't do that. We can book our own cruise now."
Cruises.
I've never been on a cruise.
It's the best.
You've been on a cruise?
I've been on several cruises. I love a cruise.
Were they in America or did you go?
What do you mean?
Did you stay within the?
And that's why she wants to do the cruise, because she says she wouldn't have to plan anything. If we're going to cruise, we can just get on the boat and just have fun.
I've been to. I think we went to the Cayman Islands one time. Went to the Bahamas.
You have a passport? Is it
I have
current?
a passport.
Okay, never mind. Y'all got y'all real ID? Well, they changed that now, but
I meant to talk to y'all about that. So you need this real ID to go into the airport?
They now moved it to 2027. They changed it like last week because it wasn't working out.
What's the difference between that and as an ID and your driver's license as an ID?
It's some bullshit.
Money grab.
Some coins.
It's a money grab. It's a money grab.
It said that it's supposed to have a star on it or something like that.
When's the last time you updated your license?
Like 2 years ago.
You should have the star already. From
I have the star.
Don't. Okay, they're gonna scan in and get your shit.
Right. Yeah. Don't do that. Don't do that.
People be
where's the star at?
There's a star. Top right. I didn't even realize. I'm good. I'm Gucci.
Okay.
I got the star too.
Yes.
I
was lightweight worried about that.
Sent $10 for Tree and Arlie. They can do some sexy readings on the Tea with Tree.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm not gonna say anything.
Wow. Well, why don't you treat? That's a great idea. Why don't you give like a half a segment to the bull?
Well, if you watch my show, I'm already doing that before y'all started this. And I have another author that I'm working with. And Till Dog, thank you so much. My rates will be posted at the end of the show. Okay, no. Y'all, that was
really like that bull segment.
Y'all did good last week on that.
While we're talking about cruises, Tree, real quick, let me do this. Did Doug and Ryan partake in the Tom Joyner cruise? No, we didn't because we were always working.
But
however, our mother did. She went on every Tom Joyner morning cruise.
Right.
And hung out with the crew.
He hooked her up for like 4 or 5 years in a row.
I love that.
You know,
hey, Stu, y'all, tell your mothers, we booking these rooms that she needs to come with us. She needs to come with us.
That is awesome.
Yep.
I really
love you, Tom.
that.
I'm sure you're listening. We love you, Tom. Thank you.
Thank you, Griff. Good morning, family. Just paying my dues like we pay our fraternity dues.
Oh, man,
by the way,
Griff.
Barkley has no idea what fraternities or sororities do. Clearly.
Ignorant. I bet he can't spell it either. I bet he can't even spell it.
Bless his heart. All right. Ryan, if you see any more coins come through, dump it in there for me.
Certainly.
From Rel Scott, the Pope is Haitian black, which means that ninja feet crustier than a slice of pizza.
What are you saying?
I was going to comment on your hands, Ryan, when you were doing this. Hold it up. It looks like that JP's been lotioning you. Looks good. I remember early on it was problematic.
Yep, thank you,
why is he insinuating Haitians' feet are automatically crusty?
I didn't like that at all. I don't like that at all.
That's not cool, Rel.
We don't want to get beat up in here.
Yeah.
He gonna start calling your wife Tamika again. From Jungle Brother, if you're 55, you shouldn't be dating anyone born after 1984.
So that puts them at what?
I can't do the math on that. So 15 years younger, basically, because I'm 55. Really, so basically 15 years younger than you.
That really freaks me out.
Because I was born in 69. 84 would be 15 years. So 15 years younger than you is what he's saying.
Would you jump on somebody if they step to Morgan? She's Jordan's age. She's William's new chick's age.
Well,
she brings the man home.
I wouldn't. I'm not going to step to her because she's going to get to make her decisions as an adult. But yes, I'm going to have choice words with him. Oh yeah. I'm gonna run him away.
Are you going to write him a check and say
no? I'm gonna beat his ass.
Oh, you just.
Oh no! I don't play with mine at all.
I just saw. It's funny. I just saw the episode of Good Times when Philip Michael Thomas was dating Thelma, and he wrote a thesis on sexual behavior in the ghetto. And when he came to the house, James is like, "Hey man, what's this article you wrote about my daughter?"
Hey man,
because he was older.
A great show, man.
You know who Philip Michael Thomas is, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Who?
Miami Vice.
Yeah,
what?
You got it.
Yeah.
Sir.
He was Tubbs. He was Tubbs on Miami Vice, but this was when he was younger. This when he was younger. He had an afro and everything.
Yeah, I saw that episode. Also, the one with Weebay when she was turning African and sitting on. He was creepy. eBay, Uber.
Right. Amazing show.
Somebody will know. That show was so good.
eBay.
They can start that show right now from episode 1 and play it weekly, and we watch it as if it was brand new.
It would get ratings. Like we didn't see all the episodes.
No question.
What's the old cat you and dating my daughter? James didn't play that.
Who would have thought James was married to a Blanco? I really found that out on here.
You mixed up his character with his real life.
Well, the character was freeing for him. Like it was his way to get back to black.
Right.
Probably. Right. From Loose Neck Side, I'll be 55 in a few days. I can't go lower than 40 years old. The maintenance is out of warranty on that young Nutsie.
Yeah. That's 15 years younger.
I don't miss them streets.
From RC, Hugh Hefner was a lot worse if you look into his history. It's got to be like biscuits at that point. Like a can of Hungry Jack biscuits.
What are you talking about, Tree?
When it's soft, it's not. It's at that age.
What are you talking about?
I think this is penis talk. Move on, Tree.
Yeah, we don't want to have
I
penis
thought it
talk
was
too much around
Man
here.
Talk Monday.
It is Man Talk Monday, but we don't want not in that manner, Tree. We don't talk
Fine.
about.
Robert De Niro and Pacino both just had babies in their 70s, and I think with black women. I'm not sure about that. With young 20-something-year-olds. I know they like black women.
De Niro definitely is married to a black chick. I'm not sure about Pacino.
Keith Spellman, thank you for being here. That's a new name. Derek Carr was maddening for Raider Nation. He'd often play hella bad and then have to make a heroic comeback, which we'd usually end up losing. He's definitely not going into the Hall of Fame.
Keith, I too am a Raider Nation supporter and fan. He is the leading all-time passer in Raiders history.
But that's how stats lie.
Well, again, but they lie to you, but they're the truth.
My point is he's not that great of a quarterback. But he's going to go down with the all-time passing leader. So listen to this. Tyler Slaw, they just drafted him out of Louisville.
Mm-hmm.
Spencer Rattler, University of South Carolina fame. He got a couple starts last year when Carr went down.
And ished it up, didn't play well.
And then some guy named Jake Hayner from Fresno State. Hey, man, they don't have a quarterback.
They don't have a quarterback.
And they passed over Shador 5 times.
They don't have a quarterback.
I really hope that Shador turns out to be a Hall of Famer. Okay, I'd be happy if he turns out to be a Hall of Famer, but I'd take more joy in talking shit about the Saints, the Giants.
He's in Cleveland on the mentorship tip already. He's gone to some cancer hospital and paid for like 50 patients' bills. He's
the first one to practice, the last one to leave.
And the last one to leave.
Every day at training camp.
Look, man, he's going to make lemonade out of these lemons. Trust
I hope
me.
so.
Yeah,
I want him to be successful, but I want more so to talk shit to them teams that passed over him 5 times or 4.5 times.
5 times.
Go ahead, Tree.
From Millhouse 79, Diddy should have took that plea deal if the reports are right, 5 years and out.
That's what the deal was for 5 years and he out?
He going to end up doing life.
Oof.
He going to end up doing life, man.
I didn't know the details of the deal that he had on
Neither
the
did
table.
I. Neither did I.
But if you didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
But Doug, okay, real quick. I agree with you in what you're saying.
However, when you want to fight for your
good
name,
cop, bad cop.
when you want to fight for your name.
However, there's a video that will not be something that they can use in court showing him kicking a girl in the face.
But none of the charges have anything to do with that.
But you have to think, if he's dumb enough in a hallway of a 5-star hotel to drag Cassie and kick her in the face, what's he doing behind closed doors?
And that is imprinted in everyone's mind.
Right.
There's no jury that or judge that hasn't seen
Look, man,
that.
if these charges are trumped up and they're not real, I want him to win, man. But I saw the video of him dragging that girl.
I hear you, man. I just
he kicked her in the face.
I understand. I understand you saying I'm not guilty. Why am I going to jail for anything?
Well, I just question who he is behind closed doors because of what I saw.
And the media knows how people's minds work and how to stir that up. So he done. He is cooked. From junior producer Loose Neck. The next top five excuses Doug made for missing Mother's Day in Moco.
I didn't miss one. I didn't make one excuse because there's no excuse.
I didn't miss one Mother's
Day.
You
didn't miss Mother's Day though.
Right.
You weren't
but
there.
There's no excuse to make, and I didn't make any excuses.
Right.
Because there's nothing for me to make an excuse about.
Loose Neck, enough of that Loose Neck. We're not talking about it no more.
From Microwave. After a vasectomy, it usually takes 100 rounds being shot. Then you have to get tested to make sure you're firing blank.
No, it wasn't 100 rounds. It was nowhere near 100 rounds.
When you walk out of that doctor's office, they say it's 99.9% effective. I don't know why that 0.1 is even.
I've been married 18 years and we hadn't done it 100 times. No way it's 100 rounds.
Wait a minute. No.
No way it's 100 rounds. No way.
Stop it.
I'm coming for year 8.
I rebuke that in the name of Jesus.
No, it's my life. It's okay, Tree.
Okay.
It's my life.
Okay, don't tell it.
I got the vasectomy. Morgan's 10, so I got the vasectomy almost 10 years ago, 100 times.
Oh,
maybe by the time I'm 65, maybe.
He didn't mean it. He didn't mean it. He didn't mean it. Oh, I had my tubes burned, tied, and I'm gonna be. I mean, it was as soon as I had Cameron, like I knew this is it. Okay.
Oh yeah, me too.
No, but what I wanted to ask you all, you said you went in and like this. This is a surgery.
No, it's 10 minutes. It's literally 10 minutes and you out of there.
Mine was 30 though.
Oh.
I think
Why was you 30? Why was you 30? Why was yours 30?
I had to keep stopping them to tell them to numb it up some more, man, because I felt it.
That was the worst part. Is the damn needle. Was the numbing part.
I had 4 of those. I
felt,
kept saying, "Hey, man, numb it again." Whoa, numb it again.
Now, why would that be, Ryan?
That's malpractice right there.
Is it about?
Everything is cool down there, Tree. I'll do okay for myself.
Okay, thank you. I'm just asking questions. It's man talk Monday, and I have questions for the men of.
So when we finally get this thing back,
as a
on
matter
5
of fact,
days
when I got on the table and they lift the gun up, the doctor goes, "Oh, okay, I see you."
That's what I was thinking. Why you needed so many shots versus.
Yeah. So when we get the 5 days back rolling again, Monday, Man Talk Monday, just like back in the day, Man Talk Monday. What did we do on Tuesday?
Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
Trivia Tuesday.
Trivia. Oh, you're talking about. No, I forgot you live.
What you got Wednesday?
You're gonna do the same stuff.
Wednesday was Woman Wednesday.
Women's Wednesday. You're right.
Was Woman Wednesday. We paid
Throwback
tribute to
Thursday and Football Friday.
So you just gonna do the same stuff?
Yeah, it works.
Okay. All right. I'm not gonna argue with that. From FM reality show Divorce Loading. He's talking about Ashanti and that other boy, she's married to.
I talked about this with somebody about a couple of weeks ago. The reason why Nelly and Ashanti will work for the long haul is because all the young stupid stuff is done. They both understand and get it now.
Yeah.
I would agree. They both should be respecting each other's love more than they would have 20 years ago when they were just getting into stardom. They got it now. The streets should not be enticing anyone when it comes to those two.
I would agree. It's over. It's from Julius 35C. Nelly had a reality show before on BET. I was never keen on him.
Hey, Tree, go ahead and post that super chat to the top.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about that.
It's
right on time.
I mean, I don't. Okay, how do I get? There we go. Another great from Corey Robinson. Another great show. Stews. I'm trying, but it's not. Hold on. There we go.
I didn't mean to.
From Corey. Another great show, Stewie. See y'all Thursday. What does Stew Nation need to do for a show every day?
It's funny you asked that.
Well, let me get up.
We're still trying to figure that out. But
that's your answer?
That's it, because we don't have an answer. We're still trying to figure that out. But we're kicking around some things. We'd love to do the show 5 days a week. Thumbs up on that, right, sir?
And no question. You just got a full-time job, man. I mean, a full-time job.
Yeah. I know a lot of times y'all can't tell because I got a lot of leeway, but for the most part, since COVID, we work at home and I can do it, but still takes a lot out of you.
Deanna says she was in the office today. And speaking of working at home, good morning. In the office this week, just getting a chance to speak.
Thank you.
So when y'all are at work, do y'all have on headphones? Or like, how are y'all listening?
You talking about me at my job? Oh, you're talking about the listeners.
I'm talking to the listeners.
Right.
It is about them. No. Okay. Doug has the better list, but he just told on his mom, so Ryan wins.
We've been talking about these stories about our mama and how she used to bust our ass when we were growing up.
She was a loving mother.
I would never imagine that.
She was a loving mother.
Okay.
I mean,
that
look in her eyes is
that lady right there was crazy. I don't care what nobody's saying.
My mom is not crazy. My mother's not crazy. She's the salt of the earth.
All right.
I know that's
Pure
right.
as the driven snow.
You better. I love men that love their mothers.
Oh, I'm definitely a mama's boy.
I would never leave my house at 8:00 on a Sunday on Mother's Day. I would never.
He said we weren't going to talk about it anymore. From Ron Lee, I saw Nelly open for Janet Jackson last year, and his show was trash.
Okay, I've heard that. I heard that from people.
FM said he couldn't read your list.
Well, that's why I read it for you.
That was good. And no jokes today? From Truck D, Ryan's list was okay, but Doug killed him this week.
Yeah.
That's not true, Truck D.
You can cast your vote in about an hour or so. I'll get it up.
Truck D, you're not going to vote for somebody that was trying to get you arrested. Doesn't make any sense. Look at that.
Never forget, Truck D. From Julius, Doug had to hit the road to clap some cheeks.
That's exactly what it was.
You never answer questions in this space either. It's really annoying.
Because it's none of your business.
We're all transparent.
I'm transparent.
Ryan's getting shot several times for his peen work, and I'm sharing information. And
I share a lot of things with y'all. Just not everything. God damn, Jungle Brother. Go ahead, read this one.
From Jungle Brother, when Eddie Murphy did that burger take about a home burger, it made McDonald's billions from the Black community. We should research that. I could see that because that's the first time I heard somebody say out loud what we've always been told. You got McDonald's at home. And they put that burger on that white bread and the oil would like seep through it. Ugh, disgusting.
It's very important to me that y'all understand that our mother was grooming us for success. That's all.
Is Doug frozen? He is.
Oh, he is. He'll be back.
Okay.
Or if he doesn't come back, maybe that's why the show is getting so good all of a sudden. I mean, just that quick. The show has it's been amazing the last 15 seconds.
Oh God. I hope he's got a reset. From Rel Scott, Doug almost started Civil Rights March after hitting Becky with that spitball.
Yeah, definitely.
Were you in the car when that went down? Were you old enough to remember that?
Doug was at intermediate school, and I was in elementary school at a totally different school.
Uh-oh.
Damn it, Doug is back. Doug is back.
From Andre Stevenson, my wife come home pregnant. Either she or our urologist is in trouble.
Yeah, I talked about it over the weekend. If somebody gave JP a baby to hold and was like, you better get that baby out of her hands. If she come home and say she's pregnant, it's a whole different situation going on over here.
What you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
Take that. From from Jersey Vern. What up, Vern? You forgot one stew. Mom, you forgot one stews. Mom used to say, I brought you into this world and I'll take you out.
My mother really didn't say that. She didn't really. She was real original with her stuff. I don't remember that.
Not original.
Me neither.
And she was very direct and to the point.
She told you
Fix
not
your
to bring
face. Huh?
Blancos home?
Yes.
She really said that?
I don't think I had that conversation because she knew
didn't
me.
have that affinity.
Right. I
well, you didn't
like that.
They didn't when you came out of the locker room after the game on Friday, you didn't have 40 Blancos standing there waiting on you, holding posters saying, Ryan, you're the greatest. Ryan, meet me behind the back. You didn't have that. So that's why I had that conversation.
This is true. This is very true.
The Blancos were coming for me.
Yeah.
Methuselah.
I'm glad you made it through that and your ass went stronger than some tree in Moco because that very easily could have happened back in 1989.
That's what Dad said. Yep.
Damn.
Yep. I believe them.
I bet they loved your ass down.
Well, I mean, I was a nice guy.
That's what I mean. You are. Yep. I mean, not to me, but you are nice.
Yeah.
You know how to be personable. From Methuselah, Mom would beat our ass, then ask for a hug and tell us how much she. Yes, I do. I spank you because I love you. The fuck?
You just beat me to a pulp and now you're trying to hug on me?
It makes sense now, but back then it really didn't make sense.
No.
As we, the last 48 overrated quarterbacks, Loose Neck stopped by to say someone thought being in Moco on Mother's Day was overrated.
Mm-hmm.
Don't stir it.
Yep.
Don't stir it.
Somebody in here thought that was overrated.
From Truck.
Who'd that come from, Tree? Who was that from?
That was Loose Neck. the unofficial other producer of the show.
He gonna lose his job.
He was on your side. He said someone thought being in.
No, he was not on his side.
He was on Doug's
side.
He was saying the opposite. He's on my side.
He's on Doug's side.
Oh,
it's
okay.
It's okay.
Truck D, if you're the main reason your team goes to the Super Bowl, you are not overrated.
Thank you. I don't believe they're talking about McNabb's overrated. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, they just wanted a reason to put McNabb on there.
Hey, Joyce, welcome to the show. Love these guys. Come back.
Thank you, Joyce.
People.
And pass the word, Joyce.
Please.
Thank you, Joyce.
We really need that.
I posted the link in a bunch of groups this morning that I've never posted before, so we got probably a couple new faces that pass the word.
I had a friend I used to rabbit dance with in Detroit named Joyce.
That's a very Detroit name. I mean, I think someone else in here is named Joyce. She might not want me to say. I know that her name is Joyce. From Till Dog 12, switch out Magic and Kareem plus James Worthy and Elgin Baylor can go in before LBJ.
Damn. So you saying LBJ is like your 8th or 9th or 10th best Laker?
Yeah, I think there's an argument for Worthy to be ahead of LeBron too.
Worthy?
Yeah. Worthy was a beast.
I don't know
was a beast.
What does this mean? Doug is terrible at ring counting.
I know.
He takes championships away from people all the time.
The Lakers
kills people.
The Lakers got so many championships, I get mixed up sometimes. That's all.
They got a bunch.
Now I do know how many they got total. 16 times, because they got the same amount of rings as Ric Flair got. 16-time world champion.
I apologize, Loose Neck. He just put in the chat. I was on Ryan's side, Tree. I apologize, Loose Neck. You're doing an outstanding job.
We understand each other. Look how quick. Till Dog, if you email Doug, he will tell the police that you're threatening him. It's when you were shouting out all those different jobs you have.
Yeah, we got to remember.
Insurance.
Let's talk about that in the production meeting. I got to get reminders to every segment. Come back with dimensions as opposed to trying to pack it all into one segment.
That's why. Okay.
There's a rundown.
That's okay. From Adrian Williams, Draymond picks and chooses who to mess with. I agree with that. Rudy and Jordan Poole. Come on, son.
I want 1,000%.
Absolutely.
Yes. He's the sucker.
We're almost done here. Stewart Media and Entertainment. That's Arlie. Cruise with the Stews. Let's do it for Super Bowl weekend. Who's down?
That's a tease.
We need
Who's down with that?
Start planning it now.
Oh, it's been being planned for the last few months, Tree.
Tree, we've been planning this for 6 months.
Good. Yeah. Keep me out of it. I'm glad I got enough going on. That Ninja, if you have to take a picture of your food before you eat, you're too young for me to date. Let me take a picture.
Yeah, that's
your
what young
kids
people
do. That, Ryan?
They do that.
No.
They don't take pictures of their stuff? Do they have social media?
Post it on social media.
Yeah, they do have social media.
All of them.
Miles and Mason do.
Miles and Mason on Facebook?
Leave them alone, Doug.
It's probably Instagram that they're on, or TikTok. It's probably TikTok that they're on. That's their life. I trust them. I know they know what they're doing.
Don't
so
do
I don't have to.
I don't follow my kids.
I ain't got to get up in all that.
From Birdman 22, yes, Louis Gossett. They did put her with these old men. She did date Louis Gossett.
eBay was one. He was old as hell. Louis Gossett was, and it's funny. Louis Gossett played one of Thelma's love interest, but he was also Florida's brother. You remember that?
And we noticed it. Norman Lear, we saw you.
Then they had Philip Michael Thomas that played the young college guy that did the sexual thesis on Thelma in the ghetto.
The blind man wasn't.
They used one actor for 2 roles.
Yeah.
Yes, they did a lot of that back in the day, man.
Trying to cut costs.
The blind guy, Ron Glass from Barney Miller.
No, he wasn't. No, he tried to sell him the encyclopedias. He tried to scam him on the encyclopedia. I could really get into like a Jeopardy type competition about good times.
We should do pop-up trivia.
I will put my good times skills, remembrance skills against anybody in the world for good times.
Sir, I beat you in trivia, crack, because I'm a real one when it comes to that. Jungle Brother, eBay was. No, I like no shade, but he was black.
He was straight African.
He was purple. All right, loose neck.
Black.
James Evans stepped to Louis Gossett Jr. when he was 42, dating Thelma. And last but not least, Why Not came in at the front and he's coming in at the end. Got to vote for Doug this week. Remembering ass whoopings is hilarious.
It's funny now, but it wasn't funny back then.
Yeah, I'm about to say, Doug, you took people down a road that they don't even want to go down, thinking about getting.
They're laughing. It's funny now. It's funny now.
I need y'all to go.
It was not funny back in 1977. It was not. I was so scared of our mother, man.
Birdman 22 said vasectomies were not fun. Took him 20 minutes. Was his best decision. Took him 20 minutes.
Yeah, so when I said it took 10 minutes, it took 15 minutes of prep and 6 minutes of actual procedure.
No,
it was literally 6 minutes.
I was in there for close to an hour, man.
From Rel Scott, I'm headed back.
One of the most uncomfortable times of my life.
Rel Scott says, I'm headed back into the office tomorrow at 5 after 5 years. The jig is up.
Oh, wow. That sucks.
Wow.
At least you got a job, Rel.
The thing with my job is we have a call center type setup with a bunch of cubicles and a bunch of offices. There's no money in the world that can get people to come back in the office for 5 days a week.
And they understand that.
Because the whole culture, the work culture has changed after COVID.
Changed. Yeah.
If you and this was when I was a partner, this was a huge issue.
Younger brother. Ryan looked like they put more than just cereal in his milk bottle.
You do look real big.
No, he's talking about you look drunk.
Hey, y'all do put that picture one more time, Tree. Y'all do realize that in this picture, Doug already had his learner's permit.
You sound so stupid, man.
Everybody in the chat room, thank y'all. Man, y'all did it today.
You had your learner's permit.
I love seeing the comments come in, man. I mean, thank y'all. Super chatters. You bald, thank you. Thank y'all so much. We appreciate it. We're working on that 5-day thing. We got to figure it out.
I think we got some support to do it, though, man.
If
we can do 5 days.
We went back in the office last month. Everybody looking like zombies walking in there. And Deanna hit us up and said that she wears an earbud at work. Thank you, Deanna.
Right.
Tree, outstanding job, A+. Arlie, outstanding job today, A+.
Appreciate it, Jay.
Everybody that jumped into the chat, thank you. Super chatters, thank you, A+. Doug, I don't believe how you drug our mother through the mud today and talked about her like she was like we were abused. We weren't abused as kids. We were loved. And I'm glad that my list portrayed that and your list. Thank y'all for supporting my list because my mother deserves it.
Abuse is totally too much. That's too much of a word in this conversation.
People sure taking a lot of
But
shots.
did we get our ass beat on a regular? Yes.
Oh,
no denying that.
You did. You remember we used to count how many strokes we took? You remember that?
Yeah.
One time I stopped at like 40, like, wait a minute, man.
Yeah.
What the hell is going on back there?
And it's funny, our mother always trying to perpetrate like none of this ever happened. Just
Wait,
like
you had a competition for who took the most licks?
Not a competition.
It wasn't a competition. We would we would get done, and after we recovered, whenever we would talk, somebody would be like, "Hey, man, so how many did you get, man?" That was 22 just now, man. I was in the 8th grade, my last whooping, man, and I would never forget. Like after the third swing,
that's old as hell to get a whooping.
Right. I was in 8th grade. So after the third or fourth lick, I remember standing up and just walking out of the room like, wait a minute, man, I'm not doing this. And Mom was like, you wait till your dad get home. You wait till your dad get home. I was like, yeah, okay, I'll deal with it with him too then.
That whole spitball incident, I was like 7th or 8th grade too. She didn't give a damn. Pumpkin did not give a damn.
In high school, taking beatings, laying across the bed in high school.
You want to act like a dumbass, act like a kid? I'll whoop your ass like a kid.
God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. If you don't know him, you need to invite him and show him love. That's all he's showing you or trying to. Nothing but love. Thank y'all so much.
You know what else too, man? We boosted a post too.
Oh, did we?
We boosted a post to promote the show. And so we probably got a bunch of new. In the post that I boosted was the whole back and forth we had Thursday about Mother's Day and your wife as compared to your mother. And so that had like 20,000 views.
Really?
Yeah. So there's a lot of
How
people
much
probably watching.
How much does it cost to boost the post?
It's different prices. You can set a budget.
Okay.
You can set a budget.
I'm glad you guys understand all that stuff because I don't. We'll see y'all on Thursday, man, and hopefully we'll do a pop-up sometime this week. We'll see.
Pass the word. Follow, subscribe, share.
I put that in the chat early this morning, man. I talked to 2 people this weekend that still didn't know the Stews were back. So y'all please, y'all showing love. Y'all showing mad love, and thank you for that. But please continue to pass the word and tell your social media handles and folks and friends that the Stews are back.
You think Barkley has some grades?
Barkley never went to a class, sir.
Barkley had no damn grades.
No way.
Let's start there.
No way.
Zempic taking mother Mickey Ficky.
Peace, y'all. Yeah, he crazy, man. I ain't